Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah, I'm sad, I know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Yeah, il aurait pu, yeah. Je t'aime, à la folie.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop, drop, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit. All eyes on me. This is America. Don't catch you. Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah, I'm sad, I know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Yeah, il aurait pu, yeah. Je t'aime, à la folie.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop, drop, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit. All eyes on me. This is America. Don't catch you. Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah, I'm sad, I know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Yeah, il aurait pu, yeah. Je t'aime, à la folie.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop, drop, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit. All eyes on me. This is America. Don't catch you. Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah, I'm sad, I know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Yeah, il aurait pu, yeah. Je t'aime, à la folie.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop, drop, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit. All eyes on me. This is America. Don't catch you. Call me on my cell phone. Now they always say congratulations.
Suicide, if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah, I'm sad, I know.
J'ai l'air essoufflé, même si j'ai tout fait. J'ai tout, ferai jamais dans ma vie.
Yeah, il aurait pu, yeah. Je t'aime, à la folie.
Bitch, we in the city on that hot shit. Looking for a biddy on that hot shit. Hey! Raindrop, drop, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly.
Je voulais rester à la cité, mon père m'a dit.
is up, guys? Dashing here, and we are live. Hang on, let me just make sure my headset's not sounding a bit weird. Am I coming through clear? Man, we're having a lot of trouble straight out the gate here. There we go. Okay. Check, check, 1, 2. Indeed, my friends. How are you this lovely Friday afternoon? We are here in Nolens, Louisiana, my friends, for Wild Card. We are getting things started immediately with the Anarchy Championship on the line. Sorry about that confusing start to the show. Accidentally crossed some wires, but figured out what was wrong, and luckily we are ready to truly get things started. And like I said, in a big way, because guys, Tommy Demise, the man who could potentially be walking out here with not just the Anarchy Championship, but the CMV Championship as well. But Tommy Demise, of course, forgo that opportunity this past episode of Octane to face Remy Martin. Refused to get into the ring with him, and said that the only reason Remy Martin is still CMV champion is because of Tommy Demise deciding not to take that match, and that's something Remy Martin will have to deal with. But, well, now Tommy Demise guy is going to have to deal with defending his Anarchy Championship against who knows who. It's Wild Card, baby. Could be anyone. Demise has no idea. We certainly have no idea. Could be absolutely anyone. Let's find out who gets an Anarchy Championship match here in Nolens. Oh my God, ain't no way! Eddie Balls is here in Nolens, ladies and gentlemen. And always, man, you really do never know who's going to come out onto the stage. Eddie Balls with quite an opportunity here to get things underway at Wild Card, as he will challenge Tommy Demise for the Anarchy Championship. Guys, this is what it's all about. Wild Card. You don't know who is going to be in what matches, what the stipulations will be. We're going to be shocked, to say the least, throughout this entire show. I mean, this is just the start, baby. Certainly the biggest opportunity of Eddie Balls in his young CMV career. Well, he is without a win thus far here in CMV, but man, talk about a big first victory. It would be for Mr. Balls if he were to leave Nolens as the new Anarchy champion. Easier said than done. Balls appearing confident. Oh, great camera angle here. You can see the dandruff that unfortunate fan is dealing with. And once again, we are just riddled with production errors here. You know, we're in Nolens. Suffice to say, some of the crew may have been doing some heavy day drinking. Hopefully, we'll get over that as the show progresses. But here we go. Eddie Balls, Tommy Demise for the Anarchy Championship, guys. We are kicking off Wild Card. And Balls gonna grab the bull. Typically you'd say by the horn, but maybe I'd say by the balls here. Chosen for this opportunity at random. We've seen stranger things happen throughout CMV's history. No doubt about that. I mean, I'd say one of the stranger things I've ever seen occur this past Octane when Tommy Demise refused a shot at the CMV Championship. I know Demise a few weeks back said that he doesn't care primarily about championship gold, but that's CMV's crown jewel. That's why everyone should be here to fight for that CMV championship. You want to maybe become the CMV champion. Well, obviously, Remy Martin just as perplexed as I and everyone else was when Tommy Demise said he would not be facing him. But again, Demise saying that now Remy Martin's going to have to deal with the fact that, you know, he's only the champion because Demise bids it to be so. Tommy Demise, of course, retaining the Anarchy Championship quite handily against Remy Martin a couple of weeks back, saying that the same thing would have happened had Demise decided to go ahead with that matchup, and he would be a double champion right now. But instead, he says he takes more pleasure in knowing that Remy Martin knows, and it's only because of he that Martin is still the champion. We're actually going to hear, guys, from Remy Martin a little bit later on tonight. He's here in Nolans. Would have been quite something if he was the one to come out here and rematch with Tommy Demise for the Anarchy Championship, but it's not just the action we have to look forward to here in New Orleans, guys. A little bit later on, we are going to see live the trial of Reese Matthews. He will be taken away from the arena here to the courtroom, where Reese Matthews is put on trial for his crimes against fashion. And again, we will hear from the CMV champion, Remy Martin, as well. A lot of championship gold on the line. I don't know what Demise is doing here. He's just dragging balls all over the place. Back, we're going to count him 9 here. What is Demise doing? Demise going to purposefully get himself counted out. Well, they're both going to get counted out. Eddie Balls tries to get back into the ring, but Tommy Demise, guys, I can't figure out Demise. Every time I try to get into this guy's head, first he refuses a CMV championship opportunity. Now he willingly, on purpose, gets himself counted out. Doesn't even win by count out. It's a draw. This is technically going to be a draw. Eddie Balls did try to get back into the ring. The ref was being lenient even. She didn't do the old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She was giving them some time. But you saw Demise just walking balls around, grabbing balls firmly and dragging them about, wasting that 10 count. And I mean, yeah, a lackluster way for a wild card to get started, guys. But Tommy Demise is just a puzzle that cannot be figured out.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are.
Oh man, like I said, a rocky start here to Wild Card, to say the least, but production errors in that matchup aside, hopefully things are going to pick up from here. I got a feeling they will in this next matchup, my friends. Didn't even get the chance to talk about the fact that Tommy Demise is from Nolans, competing here in front of his people, and still he doesn't give a shit. Like I said, as much as I try, I just can't understand Tommy Demise. But we've got ourselves some trios action coming up next as the Arsenal of Tilco Val out in full force. Mimic, along with Sebastian Monet and Sally Reed, guys, prepared to take on Team Luger and what has very quickly become over this past week extraordinarily personal after Bob Luger, guys, stole Sally Reed's book of poetry. And not only did he steal it, then he had his dog eat it, and whatever was left over once his new dog was finished with it, he burned, he set on fire, and stomped on the ashes. I'm surprised that Sally Reed, what a soldier he is to even be able to come out here and compete. You know, imagine the mental state that he must be in right now. That book of poetry, just about the nearest, dearest thing to Sally Reed. There's Bob Luger's payback for, well, these last couple weeks. The Arsenal of Tilco Val continuously mocking Bob Luger for some of his most unfortunate moments throughout his CMV career. Some of his biggest losses, especially recent ones, like out of segment 13 against Chris Diamond. Luger proving that he's not one to be messed around with. But now the Arsenal of Tilco Val looking for some payback. I hope Sally Reed starts a new book of poetry. Society needs it. Even if Bob Luger might disagree. Yeah, nobody tells Shea Hoxton that Bob Luger's got a new dog, but let's try to keep that under wraps. Hoxton's enjoying retirement right now. If he hears that Bob Luger has a new dog, things might change. We don't need that. So there is Team Luger in all their glory. KC Kaplan, Aaron Aronson, and the man himself, the work ethic titan, Bob Luger. This is a tornado trios matchup, my friends, which means no tags will be necessary. All 6 men going to be active in the ring at the same time. Chaos, to say the least, and I'm sure things are only going to get more chaotic as the show progresses. Because again, for many of the matches this evening, guys, we don't know what the stipulations will be, nor do the competitors in those matches until the match itself begins. We'll find that out up next. Our first match with the randomized stipulation, Jack Taylor and Diamante one-on-one. What kind of match are they going to go at it in? Much the same for Owen O'Rourke and Emmett Jones for the Intercontinental Championship later on, as well as Ileana Summers and Thea. Their Women's World Championship match will have a randomized stipulation. We also, guys, still don't know who the 4th man will be in the Global Championship match. Who's the wild card that will tango with Ahmed, Quantum, and Cam Harris, the champ defending? And which tag team, guys, will challenge Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon for the World Tag Team Championship? Later on, as was our main event, if things aren't chaotic enough up until our main event, they surely will end in an insane way. Anarchy in the arena it will be, as Schmidty's Department of Justice takes on Team Mike Magnum Maxwell. Well, right now, the Arsenal of Tilco Val taking on Team Luger, Tornado Trios match. No chances of a count out in this one. Tommy DeMias be damned. Now, for those who might not understand the Shea Hoxton dog reference there, Shea Hoxton killed Bob Luger's first dog a couple of years back. Not something we need to reminisce too long about. One of Shea Hoxton's perhaps most nefarious moments, which is saying something. And again, this is just going to be a mosh pit. Bob Luger should have seen a sick smile on his face as he watched his new dog tear up that book of poetry. And as if that wasn't bad enough, you know, ripped to shreds, covered in slobber, had to set it on fire just to make sure absolutely nothing was left over. Not a scrap could be salvaged. Big waistlock lariat by Bob Luger. Mimic, of course, a couple weeks ago on Shockwave, guys, defeated Bob Luger in what was definitely a big-time upset, utilizing the Break the Neck Foundation. So that's been a real focal point in this back and forth between the Arsenal of Tilco Val and Team Luger, bringing up Chris Diamond, beating Bob Luger at Ascendance 13. So Mimic using the Break the Neck Foundation was just sort of icing on the cake. This is a Tornado Trios match. First fall wins it either by pin or submission in the ring. No countouts, no disqualifications. Double wheel kick there from Bobby Luger, who's going to try for a pinfall attempt in a dirty pinfall attempt. He wouldn't let him kick out at 1 by Mimic. Well, guys, this is the last episode of CMV before we officially kick off the road to Ascendance 14. Still having trouble actually believing that, but yes, indeed, we will get things started toward Ascendance 14 with Absolution just around the corner, and our qualifying matchups for the Queen of the Hill and King of the Hill will begin with next episode of Shockwave and Octane. Let's not also forget that our annual all-women event, Ferocity, just a few weeks away. Who's going to walk into Ferocity as the Women's World Champion? That will be answered later on. Thea go at it. Stop to the bicep there by Luger, tries for another pin. Less dirty this time, but broken up by Sebastian Monet, NGW alum. Luger's got the arm of Sally Reeve here. Come on, it's not bad enough to burn his book of poetry. Bob Luger's going to make sure Sally Reeve can never write poetry again. He's trying to break his damn arm. A German suplex to Mimic. One of the more unique individuals to ever come through the doors here, CMV, and that's saying something. Mimic who, well, mimics the repertoire of whoever he is facing in the ring. Who use their own maneuvers, their own mannerisms against them. Again, like we saw a couple weeks ago against Bob Luger. I always say, I don't know where Tailcoat Bow finds these people. She's got a special talent. That nobody can deny. At finding these unique individuals to suit her specific needs. We still don't know exactly how many members of it, but there really are. We've seen so many over the years come and go and come again. How many are really in the shadows? And where is Tailcoat Bow herself? She has still not been heard from in, gosh, what, over a year or so. So Aronson down at ringside. This gives the Arsenal Tailcoat Bow an advantage. Only momentarily. Bob Luger, a Coney Island Cyclone. Big one at that. As Sally follows up by just hammering away with his punches from the camel clutch position. Meanwhile, Casey Captain locking the sharpshooter. Aronson comes off the top of an elbow right across the chest of Sebastian Monet. Man, I still can't believe Eddie Balls had that huge opportunity ruined for him thanks to Tommy Ryan shaking my damn head. We're talking about a huge opportunity, guys. How about one for both Calon Cicio and Renampago? Hector Flores defending his Lucha Libre National World Championship for both them triple threat match. Still coming well, broken up with that pin by Mimic there. Looks like he's trying to stalk Sebastian Monet, but Reed comes into the save with a jumping complete shot, then breaks up the pin. Who he thought he was throwing that forearm smash at? The right arm. Thinking about taking a trip ringside, decides against it though. There's that forearm smash. Ooh, and a cow kick. One of the most well-written men in all of CMV history. Like I said, props to him for even having the courage to compete tonight after having his life's work ruined by Bob Luger. Looking for a break. The neck foundation is Mimic by Casey Kaplan. Stopping that to have a huge headbutt. Luger, meanwhile, with a hammerlock vertical suplex. I believe that was Sebastian Monet. Oh my God, all of Team Luger just chopping the hell out of Sally Reed there before Luger smashes his face off the canvas. Aronson to keep Mimic busy as Luger goes for the pin and only a 2 count. On there on ringside. Mimic gonna try to pin Aronson. Luger's right there though to immediately break that pin up. Super kick, no, caught. Kick to the midsection. Mimic just knows Luger too well. There's the vintage Luger wheel kick. One of his signature maneuvers used against him. Luger landing with Sebastian Monet. Isn't it up for Team Luger to pick up the win here at Wild Card? No. 2.999. Another wheel kick from Mimic. Takes out Casey Kaplan. While Luger stays on the attack. And up to the top. The work ethic tight with a leg drop. Monet gets out of the way at the very last second. Luger landing hard on his derriere. It looks like Casey Kaplan got busted open at some point. I did not see what did that. Ooh, it's a nasty cut as well. Now Kaplan's going up top. A moonsault. Gorgeous. Oh, and perhaps one for Aronson as well. Great tandem offense by Team Luger. And the man himself back to work on Monet. Snake eyes. Right back up though. A bit faster than Luger, able to bending back. That's almost disgusting. The way that Monet is able to contort himself. Got the 2 count now after Aronson. Casey Kaplan, double underhook. Look at the delay. Sally Reeve trying to help out, but Bob Luger's got him busy. Reeve gonna try for a pin, a dirty pin. Gonna try to steal it. Almost does, man. Talk about a 2.999999999. Everybody back into the ring now. DDT there by Bob. Luger just busted Sally Reeve wide open. Double pin attempt. Casey Kaplan. Kick out by Monet. Luger trying to rile up the boys. Moonsault from Kaplan avoided by Sebastian Monet. Luger goes behind on Mimic here with a back suplex turned into a face buster. Monet looking to turn the page on KC. Goes right for Aronson now, throws him into the corner. While again we see Luger trying to break the hand, snap the arm of Sally Reeve like a twig. Make sure he never writes that beautiful poetry ever again. And a pin by Monet! A pin by Monet! Kick out at 2.5. Scoops him up, does Reeve. Looks like the Arsenal tilt go out in firm control at this point. And Reeve, perhaps going to take it home. Huge kick to the face of Aaron Aronson. What the hell is Luger doing here at ringside? A power bomb to Sally Reeve. But Minnick looking to make a donation. Into the pin, Monet, but broken up by Bob Luger. Now Minnick tries for the pin, but Luger breaks up that pin as well. Another one! Into Luger! Yet again! Oh, Mimic not gonna pin him though. Monet with a moonsault. Now he goes for the pin. Is it too little too late? And a dirty pin at that! Not this way! Luger's too powerful still. Oh my God, Mimic is just handing out like candy on Halloween. Every single member of Team Luger getting a break your neck foundation. And Minnick, no, wow! You have got to be kidding me. What a kick out by Aaron Aronson. Monet out of the corner, the drop into the chest, and Luger, he just gets right back up though. Well, Luger is just outnumbered here, which is a rare circumstance for him to be in. Throughout his CMV career, Luger's always had the numbers advantage, whether it was as a part of Flick, or when he had, I believe it was Luis Archer and Declan Weiss. Wait a minute, pin attempt by Sally Reeve. It was last season, the Vice City Saints, or of course now with Team Luger. He's always had somebody to watch at his back. Real kick out of the corner. He's got his sights set on Minnick here. Payback for a couple weeks ago. Nice counter though, like I said, but just knows Luger let the back of his hand. That back's what that space buster Luger utilizes. Look at the leg drop and elbow. Oh, but another pin here. Look at the pin from Monet, and that's gonna get it for the Arsenal Hotel Koval. Team Luger once again feeling the wrath of the Arsenal and some sweet, sweet payback for Sally Reeve. It'll never replace his lost poems, but at least it must bring him some measure of happiness here to get this win against Team Luger. I still cannot believe that run Mimic went on. A break your neck foundation to all three members of Team Luger was crazy. And there's that fisherman suplex with that gorgeous bridge. Pitting Casey Kaplan to get the win here at Wildcard. Luger, I'd watch after my dog if I were you. This might not be over just yet.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. At the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never drain in my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. Yeah, used to wear the cheap stuff, now it's all designer. Got him wrapped around my little finger. He let the way I pop it like a can of fizz. Told him if he want this, better know the business. I'm not his wifey, I'm his fantasy. Living life in first class, can't you see? Look at me, set my attitude.
And coming up next, my fine feathered friends, we've got what has very quickly become an extraordinarily heated rivalry between young Jack Taylor and Diamante. In every which way, this could be classified as a good old-fashioned grudge match here at Wildcard. And this, my friends, our first matchup with a randomized stipulation. And it's going to be, I've just received word, Falls Count Anywhere this matchup. Which means no countouts, no disqualifications. You can win by pin or submission, not just in the ring, but anywhere in the arena, out on the street, if it comes to that. And as Jack Taylor just comes out here, you can tell, happy with himself. And costing Diamante that shot at the Intercontinental Championship. And the semifinals of the Intercontinental Championship Tournament, Jack Taylor attacking Diamante, allowing Quran Cook to put away and advance to the finals. This after Taylor vowed that he would get his get back from Diamante, who beat Jack Taylor in the opening round of that same tournament. Well, Taylor made good on his word, but now Diamante has made it clear that Taylor went too far. We saw that this past episode of Shockwave. They were supposed to go one-on-one, but Diamante attacked Taylor before the match started, got it thrown out. These two beat the, pardon my French here, fuck out of each other. And both men ended up laid out, had to be carried away by our medical team. Hoping for the same here. Now they can go at it all they want. Falls count anywhere. No restrictions whatsoever. Diamante knew in his heart that he had what it took to beat Quran Cook, that he could go to the finals and he could win the whole damn thing. But thanks to Jack Taylor, it was never a possibility. And Diamante said once he's done with Taylor here at Wildcard, whoever leaves tonight as the Intercontinental Champion, Diamante wants first dibs. Whether that be Owen O'Rourke or still Emmett Jones remains to be seen. We'll find out later on. But hopefully Diamante's not looking too far ahead, because even though it does pain me somewhat to say this, Jack Taylor is not somebody to underestimate. He might be young, maybe naive in many ways, but he is dangerous in that ring. Falls count anywhere. Diamante looking for, as the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews would say, some revenge. And to at last earn himself a shot at some championship gold. Jack Taylor, Diamante, Falls count anywhere. Again, that means no countouts. There will be no disqualification. This match can end anywhere. It won't be confined to the ring. A super kick as soon as the bell rings from Diamante. Taylor gets right back out. Look, he's shaking. Shots to the gut Pretty sure Jack Taylor's never been a bid before, but only 17 years old. Maybe a little stint in juvie. He is a little mischievous son of a gun. That's why I kicked him off of Octane with the help of Big T-Dog. Okay, a little forearm smash back in now. Is that what they call it in England? Is it still called juvie over there? When the plod gets you. Nice sweeping attack by Diamante. Oh, but shoved back Taylor to his feet with a stomp to the chest. And I've said it once, I'll say it before. Jack Taylor, for being so young, only 17 years old, is an incredibly gifted, technical wrestler. There's a knee to the midsection. But a match like this, being technical is not really going to benefit you very much. This is, Falls Count Anywhere is more benefited for maybe something like Diamante, a fighter. A scrapper, I would say Diamante is. In every sense of the word. Nice for an only pin. Diamante just wants to be done with Jack Taylor. That's what he wants. He wants to put him down. He wants to move on. Like I said, he wants that Intercontinental Championship. Northern Light suplex follows through. Look at the upper body strength of Diamante. He's just stalking Jack Taylor here. Up next, guys. The Lucha Libre Mexico World Championship is on the line as Talon Sucio and Roland Pago will challenge Hector Flores. One shot leg drop to the back of the head. Diamante in firm control right now. He's enjoying himself here in Nolens. Got some Diamante heads in the house, obviously. They're holding up signs. He's big here in Louisiana as Diamante. Look at that. Toss Jack Taylor into a local swamp. Drops in the chest first across the top rope. Yeah, things just not looking good for Jackie Boy right now, I'll tell you. Into the pin, but a kick out at one. Looks like going up to the top. Diamante not looking for that frog splash just yet, though. Waiting patiently for JT to get to his feet. A Meteora. Now, Taylor, please respond. This is borderline child abuse right here. My God, Diamante, don't piss this man off. Really had a ugly end of the stick as Diamante, I think you could say, since coming here to CMV. It's almost like people keep underestimating. People keep, well, for lack of a better word, trying to bully him. So it's like first night here in CMV he was attacked. And time and again we've just seen people almost try to use him like a stepping stone. But Diamante, I feel like has steadily been proven, and he won't be any kind of pushover. What a forearm that was from Taylor, though. Punch to the back of the head. I'll tell you what, though. I might not be the biggest fan of Jack Taylor. I do like this new attitude. I think this is maybe what he's been lacking. The goody two-shoes bit, that had to go. This is what I want to see. Jack Taylor the killer. Right now, he's the one getting killed. Diamante knocks him to the floor. And remember, this is Falls Count Anywhere. This match can end at ringside. And a DDT on the floor. That could do it. Jack Taylor getting a skull cracked. But a kick out of one. Diamante's almost like, huh? Say that again, but wait a minute. Jack Taylor not out of the woods just yet. Diamante, not a break your neck foundation. On the floor. Limp goes Jack Taylor. What a donation. But a kick out still. It will not be enough to keep Jack Taylor down. Diamante not going to throw him right to the side of the steel steps. The referee in position. Oh, what an elbow. That was a sharp elbow there from young Jack Taylor as he now throws Diamante down onto the floor. Look at the face. Oh, my God. Jack Taylor. Stalking Diamante, grabs him by those long locks. Hooks the arms. What's this? Butterfly. Looks like twisting neck breaker. And you can see the way Diamante's, the back of his head smacked off the floor, but able to kick out. That's the toughness of Diamante. Man, this one's not over yet. Vicious shots now. Here's Jack Taylor at his best, guys. He's slowing things down, and he's enjoying the moment. Look how he picks apart Diamante. Well, he's got the fingers, trying to snap them off one by one. I love it. Give me more of this, JT. I might have kept you around on Octane if you were this kind of guy. Oh, all right, into the LED ring post there. Luckily, he didn't get damaged. Those things are expensive. Jack Taylor's got a thick head. Now throw down on the floor. Diamante looking a little bit wobbly. He's still standing, but I feel like barely. He might want to try to end this one before it's too late. He might not know where he is, though. He's forgetting he's in Holland right here. He thinks we're back in Paris still. Oh, what a forearm! What a forearm! Into the pin! And no! I thought that was going to do it. Jack Taylor been busted open. Knee to the back of the head now. Someone called Child Protective Services. Diamante beating this kid's ass. Good God. Look at Jack Taylor. His chest, his back. I feel like there's not an inch in right now that is not deeply bruised. Nobody's keeping himself hyped up as Jack Taylor. He's saying, I ain't done yet. Throwing Diamante more toward the, ooh, look at that cut. Nice close up there. It looks like just above Jack Taylor's right eyebrow. Knee to the side of the head. I think Diamante might have knocked the back of his head off that steel ring post. That steel barricade, I should say, as well. Keep it down for long. Knee drop attempted. Jack Taylor avoids it. Beautiful arm drag from Taylor. Uh-oh, now we're getting, yeah. Get away from there, please. That is concrete. That is exposed concrete! Queen suplex on the exposed concrete! There is no padding there! That is a concrete floor! How did Diamante just kick out of that? It may have taken everything though. Everything left. Super kick, no it hasn't! Diamante with a desperate pin! Kick out at one! Oh, they're just fighting on top of the concrete now. Oh, thank God they're gonna go away from it. Okay. I was worried we were gonna see two careers end here in this match. Diamante lucky he survived that Queen suplex. Kick right across the chest, damn. Gave him the quick tap. And needs the exposed arm. This rep is keeping her distance. That's a good idea. She's staying nearby to count the pins, but she's making sure she won't get caught in the, ooh, caught in the crossfire like Diamante's caught his arm on that steel barricade. Grabbing him by the hair. Jack Taylor looking for a submission. The modified crossface locked in. But Diamante, no surrender. Fights his way out of it. Huge kick to the face. Last ditch effort isn't enough. 1, 2. Mamma mia. Diamante racking his brain right now, but he's gonna stay focused. Another one from spear. That's gotta do it. Come on. 1, 2. Diamante looking back, shaking his head. He's having none of it. But Jack Taylor, guys, is showcasing his toughness at a dragon screw. Look at this kid. It looks like he's been involved in a 10-car pileup. He's lining up his shot. He wants Diamante to see it coming. Jack Taylor with blood pouring down his face. Another one of those elbows. 1, 2, but a kick out. What a match. Jack Taylor with killer instinct. What is this he's looking for? We're not going to find out. Diamante slips free, but now sent back into the ring at last. And a slingshot sent on. Didn't get it. Comes up a little bit short. This might give Diamante the opening he needs, though. A knee to the face. He goes limp. That kid's dead. He might be damn dead. 1, 2, 3. Diamante. What a match. These two just beat the hell out of each other, which is exactly what I expected after what we saw on this past episode of Shockwave. But man, they turned it up a notch or two. I'm already losing my voice 3 matches in. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Jack Taylor. What a match. And Diamante with a win that has to feel oh so good. And now he's going to have his eyes on that Intercontinental Championship match later on.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. On the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota.
Had to chug myself a W after that one. No, you still got some more insanity coming our way, guys. Up next, here in Nolens, Louisiana, the Lucha Libre Magica World Championship. Set to be defended, Hector Flores putting his gold on the line against both Talon Sucio and Relampago. We got ourselves, guys, a triple threat elimination match here for the Lucha Libre Magica World Championship. And it was last weekend in Mexico, that huge crossover event that we saw in the main event. Hector Flores and Relampago team up to defeat Esos Tipos, El Duende de Fuego, and Talon Sucio. Very personal rivalry it has become between the greatest luchador in the world, Talon Sucio, and Relampago, as Sucio has been incessantly hounding Relampago on social media ever since he officially became a part of the CMV roster, winning the Reality Wrestling Season 4, earning that contract. Talon Sucio calling him not a real luchador, undeserving to represent lucha in CMV, saying he's nothing more than a Nepo baby. Of course, Relampago's parents being huge stars in Mexico. He's trying to follow in their footsteps, but Relampago's trying to carve out his own path here in CMV. His parents never made it to CMV. He said he did it all on his own. He beat out 9 other just as hungry, just as motivated men and women in the Reality of Wrestling Season 4 to earn that contract. Well, now he's got the chance to do what he never could do while he was in Lucha Libre Magica, and that's become world champion. Well, CMV nearly cleaned out Lucha Libre Magica last weekend in Mexico, because we saw not only SJ Ray win the Lucha Libre Magica Women's Championship, but also Resurgence capturing the Lucha Libre Magica Tag Team Championship. So if either Talon Sucio or Relampago walk out of here with the championship, a little bit of clean sweep for CMV, which I like. What an opportunity, though, for Hector Flores to step out onto a big stage here in CMV, represent Lucha Libre Magica as its world champion. Whereas Moreno, El Ordinario, and El Magico Jr. but a letdown their fellow luchadors in Mexico. Hector Flores not looking to do the same here in Orleans. Again, this is elimination, my friends. Triple threat match means it's no countouts, no disqualifications. Last man standing is going to leave as the world champ. Could be eliminated at any time by pinfall or submission in the ring. Well, that's what it's all about. Lucha Libre Mexico World Championship Talon Sucio. Relampago, second generation superstar. Hector Flores, also a second generation superstar. Here we go. Bell rings. And Sucio immediately, the knee to the goddess. Relampago comes off the top. I didn't even see him go up to the top. That's how fast this young kid is. He's got lucha in his blood, but Talon Sucio doesn't believe it. Nothing more than a Nepo baby, says Sucio, handed everything by his mommy and poppy. Well, Relampago looking to do this on his own. Looking to become world champion all by himself. Oh, man. Sucio got the arm of Hector Flores. Not a great start for the defending champion here off the top of Relampago with another gorgeous dropkick. Slingshot, leg drop to the back of the head. Speaking of resurgence, they, of course, will defend the Lucha Libre Mexico World Tag Team Championship later on against the team of Tobias Jones and Lorenzo Alexander. After what they did to Blake Virtue this past episode of Octane, it's supposed to be, of course, Lorenzo Alexander and Blake Virtue in a tag team match against Ben Stacy and Peligro, but Virtue not cleared to compete. Once again, I feel like he just came back, and Resurgence again puts him on the shelf. Hopefully not for as long this time. But both Lorenzo Alexander and Tobias Jones take it up to the best bout machine. Looking to make Resurgence pay later on. Talon Sucio, a powerhouse. Whereas Relampago, more of, when you think of a luchador, you're more likely to think of someone like Relampago, a high flyer. Sucio, like that right there, just able to chuck the world champion up in the air with absolutely nothing. This is that springboard leg drop. Doesn't miss it. Uh-oh, who the hell? Might have been targeting perhaps a ghost of some kind, because he was way off. Off the ropes, the defending champion. A nice arm drag, but then instantly caught by Relampago with that dropkick inside the head. Goes off the top. He's loving these dropkicks. That's the third missile dropkick he's hit in this match so far. It's like his second home, Relampago, though, taking to the air. He belongs there. Some might say it's to eliminate the champion first, guarantee a new Lucha Libre Mexico World Champion, but no chance of that just yet, it looks like. Sucio. Good old-fashioned snake eyes with Flores is right there. Trying for a standing Spanish fly, I think, but taken down hard by Sucio. And again, going to try to eliminate the champ first. A dirty pin. Triple threat means no disqualifications, but a kick out of 2. Irish whip into the corner. That pop-up Hurricanrana. We've seen that many times from Relampago. He pinned El Duende de Fuego last weekend in that tag team match with that maneuver. One punch from Talon. A big strike across the back. Well, coming up next, my friends, we are going to be taken away from the arena and to the courtroom for the trial of Reese Matthews and his crimes against fashion. When we get back to the arena here, it will be time for that fatal four-way match for the Global Championship. Sit-out powerbomb. Into the pin, where the Pug will be the first one eliminated. Kick out at 2.5. Flores. Looking maybe for the gory special. Neck breaker by Susio after countering at him now. Punch was better for Lampago. Like that chop response. Great combination by this young kid. Snap vertical suplex into the pin. Will Susio be out? Kick out at 1. The 1 point line. Now Relampago targeting a man who's been his ally these last couple of weeks. No friends in that ring for this match, though. Only one can lead as the Lucha Libre Magical World Champion. Susio might be the first to go, but a kick out at 1 again. Oh, both men perhaps thinking the same thing. Flores with a falling drop kick and a knee upside the head. Susio back into the ring now. We're going to take Flores over to the ropes, elbow shoot to the midsection, however. And out onto the apron, hanging on for dear life. Looks like Flores wants to focus on Relampago right now. Relampago tries to scoop him up, perhaps looking for that Michinoku driver. Flores got the Corey special bomb! But right there, Susio trying to catch him off guard, gets sent into the corner instead. Flores with a scoop set, perhaps trying to set Susio up for maybe a frog splash. Yes, he is! Beautifully done into the pin. 1, 2, what a kick out. There's Hector Flores, the son of the legendary El Mago. Forgo did Hector Flores go donning his father's mask, which was definitely a rare thing. Shocked a great many people. But Flores said he wanted to make a name for himself, didn't want to live off his father's legacy, which is what Talon Susio says Relampago is doing. Those masks incredibly important to luchadors. Any wrestling fan will tell you that. Something you pretty much learned day 1. La Maestral trying to eliminate the champ and a kick out. Talon Susio slowly back to his feet. Back in the ancient days, the Aztecs, where they would fight, they would take the heads of their victims. Obviously a bit too barbaric these days, so masks are what represent, those ancient ways. That's why when a luchador loses their mask, it can be, career ending. Why it's so personal. What a beautiful, modified Michinoku driver there. Still not enough to take out Susio. Big kick to the butt by Flores. Champion, the only one standing right now. That would have been big here. Wiping the bottom of his boot off of Susio's mask. Now that's some disrespect. Big punches from the champ and a Hurricane Rana. But Susio knows where he is. Great instincts by Susio. Rolls out onto the apron. Flores not letting him get away so easily though. Oh, no, not able to block it. Again, Relampago with that gorgeous Hurricane Rana knocks Susio out of the ring. Tells him take a hike. Picks out the knee. Ducks it. Nope, wait a minute. Susio mocking these fans in attendance who are obviously mostly behind Relampago. They're pulling for this young kid. Oh no! Turns around. Susio would have flipping for that twist of fate. Hurricane Rana instead. Susio in the danger zone. Phoenix splash. No, Susio gets out of the way. These two are starting to know each other very well. And now it's Talon with a scoop slam. Maybe he's going to go on top. If Flores permits it, looks like the champion might try to cut him off. No, he's going to let it happen. Susio with a huge crossbody from off the top rope. But Flores not letting him go for the pin. He does. Is it too little too late? Kick out at 2.5. That delay may have saved Relampago. And now Flores going for the gory bomb. Talon Susio escapes just barely. And just like those ancient Aztecs trying to chop off Flores' head, Relampago gonna follow up perhaps. Twist of fate, this time he hits it. 1, 2. How close was that? Sucio pissed off, but he's got Flores to deal with here. And the champion looks like he's going for Relampago. Relampago set up perfectly with a frog splash. Oh no, he hasn't even recovered from the twist of fate. So much for friendship. 1, 2. No! What a kick out, Relampago. So valiant. And a forearm smash down Sucio Flores. In a fight to survive as the Lucha Libre Magical World Champion. Punch to the gut. He's going to send Flores into the corner. Oh, what a kick! What a kick! But he goes for Sucio. That was a mistake. Drop kick. See you bye now, Sucio. Lining up Flores. On the rebound, drops down. Gonna yeet him right overhead. Relampago though saying peekaboo. And another donation made to the Break It Egg Foundation here tonight. 1, 2. I think every single match so far, apart from the opener, has had a Break It Egg Foundation in it. Chris Diamond would be proud. And I'm sure he is watching from wherever he may be right now. Relampago, who's he going for though? Looks like he's going for Talon Sucio. A cross body all his own. And very slowly now, bringing Talon Sucio up to one knee. Super kick. Go into the corner, Relampago digging down deep, looking for another. Super kick to the champ. Hector Flores seeing stars, but he's still in it. DDT! Flores with a springboard moonsault to Sucio. The champion is rolling right now. He's feeling it, which is bad news for Talon Sucio. Big headbutt. And Talon saying, get the hell out of the way, ref. From behind, gonna take Relampago for a ride. Turns him around. Hurricane Rana. What a last second reversal that was by Relampago. There's that pop-up Hurricane Rana. You know, Blinde de Fuego fell victim to. Enziguri avoided. Relampago off the ropes. Look at this kid go. What a fucking kick. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. And puts Sucio down. Hard. I don't even know what to call that. But it's gonna be enough to eliminate Talon Sucio. We are down to 2, but perhaps not for much longer. Ducks the kick. There's another one. Flores right back up though. He tries to close that distance. Relampago 1 step away, 1 pin away from becoming world champion. That had to feel great for Relampago to pin Talon Sucio, but he can't celebrate yet. Blood all over his chest. I didn't even know he was bleeding. When the hell did that happen? Might not be his blood. Oh, his blood over the canvas too. To the outside. What a corkscrew splash. Relampago. Like a runaway train right now. Look at this kid. To the top. Jesus Christ. But now both men down. Lucha, lucha, lucha. Relampago stirs. These fans rally behind him. He's showing them appreciation. Gotta stay focused, kid. Double boot stomp to the arm. These two friends. Mission Yoku driver. Get him back into the ring, Relampago. He's got him beat. This one's over. We're going to have a new world champion. Hooks the leg. Uno, dos. But no race. Well, Lampago doesn't give up though. He stays on mission to the top with the Phoenix Splash. Do it, Lampago. Uno, dos. No chase. Over. No race. Hector Flores, desperate for refuge in the corner, but Relampago letting him go nowhere. Runs the top rope kick to the side of the head. What does Relampago do though? What does he do at this point? Slingshot. What a frog splash. From the apron, Relampago. Don't matter what angle he's coming at you from, boy. And a forearm smash to a seated Hector Flores back to the top. Relampago maybe gonna do it again, maybe not. Gonna mix it up, something big. Crossbody to Flores, gives him the old sidestep. And Flores to retain. Gory special, locked in. The Gory special. But will Relampago tap? No, this kid's hurt. Unprecedented. No quit. And Relampago punch to the gut. Oh no. Looking for that dead level. But can Flores go for the pin? Does he have enough left? Arm over the chest. Uno, dos, tres. Hector Flores is still the Lucha Libre Magica World Champion. What a match. I don't know if I can continue. I'm glad we got this trial coming up next because I need myself a little bit of a break, bro. That was insane. That's Lucha, brother. Look at this dead level. You probably could have counted to 1,000. You could have counted to mill after that dead level. But still, the Lucha Libre Magica World Champion Hector Flores doing Lucha Libre Magica proud with that defense. And now, my friends, we step away from the action for a moment to, well, take a look at a different kind of action. Live from the courtroom, it's time for the trial of Reese Matthews.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. On the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. Yeah, used to wear the cheap stuff, now it's all designer. Bling. Got him wrapped around my little finger. He let the way I pop it like a can of fizz. Told him if he want this, better know the business. I'm not his wifey, I'm his fantasy. Living life in first class, can't you see? Look at me, said my attitude is kinda spicy.
Well, my friends, we are back here in the arena after witnessing one of the more bizarre things I have personally ever been a part of in CMV history, which again is saying something, but the show must go on. Some would call that justice. I, for one, and I believe the bromancers would agree with me, call that nothing short of pure, unadulterated injustice. Shaking my goddamn motherfucking head. I'll tell you what, though, I got a feeling Reese Matthews will get his one way or another. If it's not in the courts, then I'm sure beautiful Bo has got another way of ensuring that Reese Matthews pays for his immense crimes against fashion. But at least for now, the show continues, and all up next, fatal four-way match for the Global Championship, my friends. And well, the champion, Cam Harris, finds himself in just about the worst possible predicament a defending champion can find themselves in. Because not only must he defend his Global Championship in a fatal four-way match, but he also doesn't even know who his third challenger is going to be. Nor do his two other challengers, the Egyptian dominator Ahmed and Quantum. We're about to find out in just a moment when this person comes out here. And especially for Cam Harris, it's even more triggering because the last time he lost the Global Championship, guys, some might recall, CMV historians, was in a fatal four-way match. Does not have to be involved in the decision here, guys. Does Cam Harris to lose his Global Championship? He doesn't have to be the one pinned. He does not have to be the one to tap out. This is not elimination like that triple threat match was for the Lucha Libre Magical World Championship. This is first fall finishes. And for Ahmed, the former global champion, for Quantum, a former global champion, an opportunity to get back to the top of the mountain. But for Quantum, guys, I know this is a very special moment. When he returned to CMV, he said he wanted to do it for the first time as his true self, not as Omega Z or Blizzard or even the Quantum of old. He said, no gimmicks, no BS. As my true self, I want to prove that I can be a world champion once again. Well, now he's got his opportunity, just as he came so close a few weeks back when he challenged Cam Harris one-on-one. But guys, who's it going to be? Who is the third challenger? Hopefully it's not Eddie Balls. Oh yeah, forget about it. Ladies and gentlemen, the third challenger representing Cerberus, it's the Pitbull, Perry Heaton, who unlike Ahmed, who unlike Quantum, has never been a world champion. And upon his return alongside Pat LaFave, guys, Pat LaFave vowed, remember, that he would make Perry Heaton finally a world champion. Well, it looks like fate agrees with Mr. LaFave, because Perry Heaton is the wild card here in this fatal four-way. A career that almost dates very nearly to the beginning of CMV. Debuted, and I believe it was, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say season 4. Would have been back in, 2017 that Perry Heaton first arrived here in CMV. He's got a plethora of other accomplishments, but he has never been a world champion. Well, Cam Harris, I'm sure he was hoping for somebody more like an Eddie Balls to be the wild card, because for the defending champion, Perry Heaton, yeah, definitely the last thing the Sin City Savior needed here in Nolens. But if Cam Harris is going to have to run this gauntlet, then he will do it head on. The man who retired Shea Hoxton. The man who, look, nobody, I think the vast majority, I won't say nobody, but the majority of the CMV universe did not give Cam Harris a chance, guys, of defeating Ahmed back in Paris at Climb to Fame. They thought sure shot Ahmed would retain. And Harris, well, speaking for myself, and I believe most other people, shocked everyone when he did just that, when he defeated Ahmed to become the global champion once again. Now, once more we see majority of people not giving Harris a chance in hell of walking out here tonight still the champion. Let's see if he can shock us all again. On a night, my friends, where still to come, we are going to hear from CMV champion Remy Martin. We've still got the Women's World Championship on the line, as Ileana Summers will challenge Thea, not to mention our main event, Anarchy in the Arena, as Schmidty's Department of Justice will take on Team Mike Magnum Maxwell. Already been a crazy show, just about to get crazier. Perpetually aura farming, but I suppose if this is going to be Harris's last night as global champion, he deserves it. He has reserved the right to aura farm as much as he can if he's going to lose that global championship match here. Well, I've said it plenty of times. I believe last season was the absolute best in Cam Harris's career. He stepped out from behind both Troy Colt and Blake Virtue, beat the both of them, became Intercontinental Champion, kicked ass, retired Shea Hoxton, and out here in the new season, He became global champion once again, but does it all come crashing down for the Sin City Savior right here tonight. Fatal four-way match, my friends. No countouts. No disqualifications. First man to win by pinfall or submission in the ring leaves Nolens as global champion. That's what it's all about, the global championship. The last time Cam Harris held that, he lost it in a fatal four-way match. Will lightning strike twice? Will Ahmed get his title back? Will Quantum Proving and still get the job done? Will Perry Heenan finally become a world champion? Or will Cam Harris dash all their hopes? Let's find out. Referee rings the bell and we get it on. Immediately we see Ahmed and Perry Heenan locked up. Harris gets a kick to the midsection courtesy of Quantum. These two had a fantastic match at Fuse Shockwave for the global championship. Harris narrowly retaining. I really thought Quantum was going to get it done. And maybe he will here tonight. Perry eats a kick to the back. This is what Wildcard is all about, affording maybe somebody who's never had an opportunity like this before. I don't even think Perry Heenan's ever had a shot at a world championship, not that I can recall. He's been in contenders matches, I'm sure, but I don't think he's ever had a straight-up shot at a world championship. I can't remember a matchup. Kick to the midsection. And Pitbull, easily the biggest man in this match. Again, a former Anarchy champion, openweight champion. The pretty boy Pitbull taking out with a Tanahashi clothesline. What a kick by Ahmed. One of the most dominant superstars in CMV history. Even now, obviously these last few weeks have not been going well for Ahmed, but he still has only been pinned a handful of times. You can count on one hand how many times Ahmed has been pinned. And I know he was embarrassed in Paris. He himself was one of those people that thought Harris stood no chance. Well, hopefully he doesn't make that same mistake again here. As Harris sends Quantum in his cargo shorts into the corner. It is hot. Quantum came dressed for the occasion. Ooh, what a clothesline there by Ahmed, who would join a very short list that Cam Harris is now a part of two-time global champions. Not that many throughout CMV history. Obviously only one three-time global champion. That's Aaron Stone. Ahmed, Irish whip off the ropes, goes Heenan. Oh, a beautiful flapjack. Powerbomb, perhaps. Just out of view of the camera. Oh, there we go. It's going to be a snake eyes, it looks like, for the mustache man. And a running power slam. Perry Heenan showcasing his immense power. Unparalleled power. Guys, whoever walks out of this match as champion begins the road to Ascendance 14. With that championship, the likelihood to walk into the grandest stage of all, the biggest show in CMV history as global champion. Big drop kick, can't believe Heenan leaves his feet like that, it's unreal. Looks like Harris is going to come off the top, and Heenan instead tries to pin Ahmed. I love it. Look at Harris, like, excuse me, I was doing something. The champ coming off the top with a beautiful ode to Schmidty. Old school right there. He ain't gonna go for the pin though. He knows it would just be broken up. You gotta time. Your timing has to be on point in a match like this. Cam Harris knows that. He made that mistake last time he was global champion in a fatal four-way match. Quantum to the top. Oh yeah, certainly can't forget about Alan Montoya, who's got that Cloud Defend contract in his possession. He could cash in right here tonight if he wanted to. That's a possibility. He could cash in right now, making a fatal five-way. I think that would be stupid, but of course he'll wait until the match is over and cash in. That is certainly a possibility. Always got to be on the lookout. Bad time, the global champion. Beautiful fist drop by the Hall of Famer. Big hammer fist, damn. I'm sure Pat LaFave in the back right now, man. He's probably right up close to that monitor. 24th punch. But unable to try for the pin. Barry Heenan trying to scare Ahmed. Oh, and a timestamp to the wild card. But again, can't go for the pin. It would just be broken up. Gotta take out Ahmed first. Harris trying to steal the pin. Steal the pin, Harris. That's foolish if you ask me. He should have tried to pin him right there. He might have had him won. But who am I to say? I digress. Cheesy jab there. Another one though caught by the champion. Kicks the midsection. And it might be time to hit the jackpot. Can Harris retain? Is he going to do it? And a dirty pin to make sure. Wow, but a kick out by Quantum. I thought he had it. Because Heenan would not have been able to make it there in time. I don't think to pick up that pin. Quantum dug down deep. Damn, look at him. He punches to the midsection. German suplex down from the former global champion. People have been talking a lot of shit about Ahmed these last 2 weeks, saying he's fallen off. These are going to shut them all up here tonight by becoming a two-time global champion. Moving an elbow to the side of the head by Heenan. Is it the Pitbull's time finally, after so many years? Snake eyes for Ahmed. Gonna go for the pin is Heenan. But there's Harris to break it up. Goes behind as the champion. Spins around for waist lock lariat. Very rare to see a man the size of Heenan get chucked about like that. Now to the top, Harris. Maybe looking for another old school Schmidty. Maybe not. Maybe a blockbuster. Oh, Quantum's back up. Harris doesn't realize it. Big punches from the Hall of Famer. Ooh, what a packed elbow that was. Ahmed able to pick himself up into the corner. Quantum, the only one truly standing right now. Gonna spin Ahmed around. Pinned Ahmed a couple weeks back. Did Quantum, one of the very few men to do that. Oh, tries for another boot. Boom! Knee to the jaw. Down goes the old timer. But what timing from the Pitbull! We're gonna have a new champion. Heenan's gonna do it. Take out at 2. Oh, but the Pitbull's not done. He's going for Ahmed. German suplex. How often do we see Ahmed get chucked like that? I'll tell you, rarely. Chops here like Quantum. Heenan's got the arm. It looks like, oh no, what is he doing to him? He's going to drag him to the bottom of the Thames. Cameron Trey style. Quantum is caught. Is Quantum going to tap? Oh my God, I thought he was going to tap. I thought he was going to tap. The People's Moonsault in the background. Cam Harris to retain. Quantum breaks it up after escaping the bottom of the Thames. Destino! But Heenan not going to let Harris go for the pin. Diabolical by Perry Heenan. DDT to the Pitbull. Quantum is on some spaghetti legs here. He's completely out of it. Ahmed put in the corner. If I were Harris, I'd just try to roll Quantum up right now. You might try to put him away here. Snake eyes for the Hall of Famer. Harris though got a bone to pick with Perry Heenan. Ahmed and Quantum both looking on another planet right now. Oh, but a knee trembler from the Egyptian Dominator. Perry Heenan making a beeline. Oh, break his back! Make him humble! Pyro clutch! The Pyro clutch, but Harris knows how to escape it at this point. Slips through Ahmed's legs. Great escape by the champion. Ahmed drops an elbow across the back of Heenan's head. TKO! The sounding of the seventh trumpet by Quantum before breaking up that pin. Now an Irish whip on the rebound. Time stamp! Quantum's gonna do it! 1, 2! Ahmed. Instinct alone is what that was, as he just crawls into the corner. He don't know where the hell he is right now. My man Ahmed out of it. Heaton's going to take advantage when he snaps back to. What a clothesline. Harris with the opening, knee to the face. Ahmed been busted open. So Quantum gonna drop an atomic bomb on the champion. Quantum hooks the leg. Can Ahmed get up in time to break it up? Yes, he can. Only a 1 count. That might have been it. See it by Quantum, sent to the corner, Heaton from behind. Surprising Ahmed. Not surprising enough. These two powerhouses gonna duke it out. It's a snake eyes for Ahmed. Cam Harris back to his feet with a running elbow to the pit bull. Quantum comes out of the corner, immediately greeted by Harris. Great combination by the Sin City Savior. Quantum now been busted open. Harris tries for the pin. 1, 2! Was that Harris's best chance? Was that it? Down the drain. Heaton trying to roll up on the champ, gets a kick to the gut. And time to hit the jackpot. And Harris, who shouldn't be going for the pin if you ask me. Maybe he will now. Maybe he knows it'll take more than that to pin Perry Heaton. I still think he should have at least tried for the pin there. Instead, he's slowly bringing Perry Heaton to his feet. Gets caught. He was looking for maybe a running knee, but Ahmed caught him mid-run. Pulls Perry into a big boot. Quantum, I think, he might be done for. Oh, no, maybe not. Scooped up. Slammed. Almost through the canvas. Quantum with his wits about him, despite being heavily damaged. Oh, this is vintage. Package. Pile driver. Perry Heaton loading up for a big old punch. Quantum says, I got some for you, brother. Kick to the midsection. He's trying to stand and bang these two people snot at each other. Famous, sir! Old school Schmidty. Quantum's busy with Ahmed. Is this Harris's chance? Can he retain? A shocked Cam Harris. Gonna be even more shocked. Kick to the gut. Jackpot! Ahmed and Heaton are down. What are you doing? Cam! Oh my God, I mean, Heaton probably would have been able to break it up anyway. Classic! Vintage! Impeller DDT! Perry Heaton! No! What? Ain't no way! Perry Heaton can't believe it! Harris waking him up with some chops and jabs here in the corner. When the hell did Heaton get busted open? Everybody with the champion is bleeding at this point. Irish whip sends Quantum off the ropes. Ahmed with a flapjack. Back in is Perry Heaton. A dirty pin, a desperate Ahmed, but Perry Heaton says think twice about that, buddy. Oh no, the backbreakers. The trifecta from the Egyptian Dominator. Will it be enough to reclaim the Global Championship? Taking Quantum over to the ropes, but gets back body dropped right out of the ring. And Quantum's gonna steal it! No way! Oh my God. Bro, another few seconds earlier and Quantum might have had it. I love that. That's veteran instinct is what that was. Cam Harris The champ standing tall right now. Ahmed said, I'm not dead yet, buddy. Perry Heenan crosses the legs. Patella drop. Oh no, not going for the brainbuster. Kick to the gut of Ahmed. Pump handle. Michinoku driver rolls him back into the pin. Quantum doesn't realize it. Yes, he does. Looks like he's got something for the future man as well. Pile driver. Goodbye, Quantum. Perry Heenan's got his pick of the litter. Looks like he's going to make sure Quantum, walks right to that punch in the face. But Quantum hops back into the ring, right to the arms of Perry. Hadouken! Quantum takes out the champ. But Perry Heenan, not out of this one just yet. Cam Harris inadvertently saves him with that springboard dropkick. Everybody's just asleep. Wow, Quantum caught it! Ahmed powerbomb! Into the pin to regain the global title, but Harris, out of the corner of his eye, sees the pin, breaks it up. The power of the cargo short saving Quantum right there. Ripcord lariat to retain against the odds. No! And Perry Heenan with blood covering almost an entire face at this point. Oh my God! It's gotta be like a elephant. All of its weight just squashing you. Who's Heenan lining up? Looks like he's going for the Hall of Famer. Gonna muscle him into the corner. Ahmed back in, knows in a match like this, you can't waste any time, you can't lollygag. What a fatal four-way for the Global Championship. A team-up! This is shocking to see. Ahmed and Quantum working together, but a time step by Cam Harris! Jackpot! Oh my God! What an ending! Cam Harris! What? It ain't possible, brother! It ain't possible! How did Quantum kick out? How? Perry Heenan shaking his head, but that ain't gonna be the 21! The power of Shea Hoxton! Cam Harris is still the global champion! Unreal! Utilizing the 21. Symbolic. I can't believe Quantum kicked out of this. I would have bet you money it was over there. But Perry Heenan caught flush with a super 21 and is still against the odds. Global champion. What a match. Down Cam Harris again. Down Cam Harris again. It ain't gonna be me. Never again. I don't care if it's a six-pack challenge. I don't care if it's an 8-way match. I don't care if it's 29 other men. I will never count out Cam Harris again.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the mood. He say I'm pretty, but I got attitude. At the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make 'em spin.
My friends, we are live. We are live right here in Narlands, wild card, and it seems as though things have gotten started early. Our main event is supposed to be anarchy in the arena. Schmidty's Department of Justice taking on the mega team Magnum Maxwell, but it appears as though we're not waiting for the main event. I mean, technically, there are no rules in anarchy in the arena. It is, well, anarchy, and it looks like for the police squad and Ace Reeves and Paul Devine. I don't know exactly how we got to this point. I was just told that a fight had broken out just outside of the arena in the parking lot as the police squad and the returning Ace Reeves and Paul Devine of Team Magnum Maxwell are in the process of beating the shit out of each other. Now where the hell is Derek DeMauro? Where is Schmidty? Where probably tell us the bloody brick Chris Andrews and the man himself, Magnum Maxwell, perhaps fighting in other parts of the arena. Oh my God! Well, look, we're not going to see security trying to break this up. This is completely legal. This is what they're supposed to be doing here tonight. Ace Reeves, his first time back in CMV in well over a year after being taken out by Max Cutter, returned to help Magnum Maxwell this past episode of Octane, as did the Hall of Famer Paul Devine, along with the bloody brick Chris Andrews, forming, much to the shock and awe of Schmidty, this super team to take the fight to Schmidty's Department of Justice. Oh, right into that garden bed. Right into the side of the Ace Reeves was just thrown by Bill Jones, while Paul Devine is taking John Smith for a nice little walk through the park. I don't know how nice it is. Oh my God, no way. Boom! On the curb! Paul Devine's back! Cracking off the curb! While John Smith seeks to take Ace Reeves. Guys, this is not our main event. We still have a show to get to. We got another match coming up next. I mean, we're going to have to cut away. We got to get on with the show. Well, these two, I guess, will just continue to fight until our main event. I have no idea if they're going to make it.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. At the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never.
Well, my friends, anarchy is well and truly in the arena. Like I said, I mean, I suppose those guys are just going to keep on fighting until our main event, but the show must go on. And up next, it's the Intercontinental Championship that's on the line. As the underdog, Owen O'Rourke will challenge Emmett Jones. We're trying to keep you up to date with what the hell is going on out in the parking lot, backstage. As I also said, where the hell is everyone else? Kind of gets me thinking. Gets me a little bit worried. But Big Ginger arriving in Nolans for easily the biggest match of his CMV career so far, guys. Undoubtedly, as he said himself, seen as the dark horse of the Intercontinental Championship tournament, but ended up going all the way. Defeated Beautiful Bo, defeated Brian Dynamic, and handed Quran Cook his first official loss here in CMV this past Shockwave to earn this opportunity. And he told everyone, don't be so shocked when I walk out as your new Intercontinental Champion. Emmett Jones saying that someone like Owen O'Rourke shouldn't be champion. He doesn't have the look. He doesn't have the ability. Unlike Emmett Jones, who personifies a champion. O'Rourke says, maybe I don't look like a champion necessarily should. Maybe I don't carry myself all proper like you, a businessman. But once I punch you in the face at wild card, you'll learn real quick that I have what it takes to be a champion. Well, guys, obviously wild card is all about not knowing what to expect. Be it prospective challengers, be it match types, and we knew coming into this one that the match type for this Intercontinental Championship match would be randomized. And, well, guys, this going to be the very first ever, if I'm reading this correctly, dumpster match in CMV history. I've never heard of this before. Apparently, we're going to have a dumpster wheeled out here. This match cannot be won by pinfall or submission, but only by throwing your opponent in the dumpster and shutting the lid can this matchup be won. I didn't even know that this was a thing, but evidently it is. And that's what we've got here on our hands. CMV's first ever dumpster match, which I guess is apropos. Emmett Jones says Owen O'Rourke is trash and that he's going to take him out here tonight. Well, there you go. Here's your opportunity. I don't know if this is good or bad for Emmett Jones in terms of having to defend his championship in a match like this, because again, we have no statistics to go over for this type of matchup. Big Ginger Owen O'Rourke. He's gonna fit in a dumpster? Do we have one big enough to ensure that Emmett Jones even can put Owen O'Rourke in one? One of those like industrial complex dumpsters they've got. Trash compactor out here or something. Well, Emmett Jones grimacing. He's not happy to have to defend his championship at all. But I'm sure the thought of potentially having trash all over him by the end of the night is less than appetizing. We're lucky that there's even any trash to begin with. Joey Bacon's backstage. He might have gone through everything. There might not be anything in that dumpster. Well, there it is. That is a big-ass dumpster. Okay. And here you see the rules for our first ever dumpster match, guys. No pinfalls, no submissions. There are no disqualifications or countouts. The only way to win is to force your opponent inside of the dumpster and close the lid. Big Ginger. Can he take out the trash? Or is he going to be covered in banana peels by the end of this one? Let's find out. O'Rourke comes out flying. Unfortunately, Emmett Jones must have had his force field activated. Clotheslines him right out of the ring. Like I said, guys, I've never experienced a match like this before. I don't know how things are going to go. We'll find out. These two have to navigate this unique predicament. And Owen O'Rourke is already looking to put a knee straight down Emmett's throat. Bare knee to the face of the Intercontinental Champion as now he throws him back into the ring. And O'Rourke in charge early on. Oh, here we go. He's going to go interact with the dumpster. I can already, oh my God. I can smell it from here. That thing is, where's this dumpster from? That thing is filthy. And there goes Emmett into the dumpster. There's no way it ends this way. There's no way it's over like this. Emmett's going to try to fight back. Owen's trying to close the lid, but Emmett forces it back open. I was about to say, goddamn. Emmett got out of there as quickly as he possibly could. Both these guys are going to need some long, hot showers before they go home. Well, guys, now the lid is open. It's going to be easier for someone to get tossed into it. If I were Emmett, I'd go over there and try to close it until I was ready to try and actually win the match. Emmett might try to do that right here, but Owen Wilkinson kicks the back of the knee. Yeah, I'm just looking over there at that. It looks like there's bags of trash. I see greasy banana peels. I see, is that a carbon wrapper? Empty bottles, just general sludge. That's all Joey Bacon's trash, surely. This was just from outside Bacon's room. This is Joey Bacon's personal dumpster. Double axe handle from off the top, obviously going against a much larger opponent in Owen O'Rourke, who's going to have a strength advantage. Emmett has to get smart as he does here, putting Owen up against the rope. Going to try to dump him. Oh yeah, there goes Owen into the dumpster. Amongst the trash. Emmett going to try to force the lid closed. Big Ginger fighting back though. Gets himself out of the garbage. Looks like the lid. Oh, what a big boot. No clean ring entry to be found here, apparently. Stomp to the gut on the way out. Emmett Jones' first defense of the Intercontinental Championship. He won it at the start of the season. The premier Shockwave defeating Cam Harris, Irish whip, no counter. And there goes Emmett once again. Taking a tumble into the bin. Owen once more, though. Not able to close the lid shut. That's how you win the match. You throw your opponent in, you gotta close the lid on them in order for the match to be over. Back into the ring. Owen O'Rourke, what's Emmett doing? He's trying to outmaneuver Big Ginger here. Ooh, I thought he was gonna hit the side. I thought Emmett might hit the side of the dumpster there. Owen again, the much more powerful, but unable to get the lid shut. Emmett's doing a very good job of fighting back thus far. The Intercontinental Champion. Oh, now we're going to go to ringside. We're going to the behind the dumpster here. Out behind the dumpster for Nefarious Axe. Oh no! Attitude adjustment into the trash, into the rubbish. Can Owen finally close the lid? No, ooh, and the lid. The lid just smacked Owen right in the eye, guys. Got to be careful with that. That's hard plastic. That's metal bits as well. Now the back is O'Rourke. Emmett gonna pounce on a no counter. Forearm smash from the underdog. But take a look at Owen O'Rourke. I might be surprised to hear him called the underdog, but he certainly is. I don't think anybody gave him a chance to win that Intercontinental Championship tournament. He's a tag team guy. He was only like his third singles match the opening round of this tournament. Oh, Emmett not on the floor. Looking for out in the rocks. Owen O'Rourke fights him back. Spinning back fist. Big punches, and a match book! And homage to the Women's World Champion, Thea, who's set to defend that championship still to come against Ileana Summers. Owen O'Rourke's not done. Saying Emmett Jones, go to hell! Emmett! Throw now, oh, right into that LED ring post. Oh, come on, Owen, this is too far. The foot DDT, that's got to be it. Emmett's out. Owen O'Rourke. Nobody's going to powerbomb into the dumpster. Powerbomb into the dumpster. Closing the lid. Can he do it? Can O'Rourke do it? Emmett's fighting back with everything he has. Oh, no, I thought he had it. Emmett Jones with a great escape. O'Rourke's trying to lure him back over toward the dumpster. There's that pop-up European uppercut O'Rourke is known for. The power that he possesses has certainly benefited him so far in this match. Ooh, knee to the face and another Good counter by the defending champion, spinning European uppercut, chops down the big oak tree. Looks like Emmett maybe they try to drag him over toward the dumpster again. Maybe try to clothesline him out of the ring into it. He's just going to throw him over the top rope once more. But does Emmett Jones have the strength left to try to get that lid closed? He's going to step into the dumpster himself. That's dangerous. Shards and blast in there. Yeah, Owen still got too much left in the tank for Emmett to be able to close that lid easily. Nice evasion by O'Rourke there. Ooh! Big boot. There's Emmett going at ringside. Maybe forgetting what kind of matchup this is. He has no champion's advantage. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Typically in a championship defense, he could retain by countout or DQ. That's not the case here. The champ in charge now, though. He said Owen O'Rourke was trash. He said he'd expose him here in Nolans at Wild Card. He said he'd take him out. And now's his chance to back up all that talk on social media. Not going to try to close the lid. Going to try to close the ringside. Maybe more leverage from at ringside. But still not going to be enough to trap O'Rourke inside the bin. O'Rourke waiting for him. Another catapult European uppercut. Big Ginger, the man of the people. For him! For him! For him! But Emmett Jones too swift. Counters the future shock attempt. And now watch as O'Rourke desperately crawls into the corner, picks himself up, and shot to the rope into the back of the knee to make it hard for O'Rourke to walk. He still battles his way up out of the corner. Big Ginger with the Luthez press. Big right hands. Call him soup bones. O'Rourke heavy Irish whip. Ooh, it falls at ringside. Did not fall into the dumpster. Emmett able to avoid actually falling into the dumpster that time. O'Rourke realizing that. Gonna have to get him into the dumpster another way. God, that smells. I'm telling you right now, you are all fortunate that you're at home watching this, because my word, that might be one of the most rancid smells I have ever experienced in my life. And again, I've shared a room with Joey Bacon on multiple occasions. Owen O'Rourke, I'm not sure what he is doing here. He's giving Emmett Jones a lot of time to recover. The champ is back to his feet. I don't know if O'Rourke thought he had the match won there or what. I love how they're just outmaneuvering each other. Oh, but now Owen finally gets caught. He punches, knocking the Irishman down to the floor. I would think that would be easier to close the lid from ringside rather than on the apron. Kicks to the face by the defending champion. He'll try again. He tried this earlier. O'Rourke countered it. Oh, not on the floor. On the rocks. This one's over. All he has to do is get him in the dumpster. This one's done. This one's done. Looks like he's going to try to throw Owen into the dumpster from the ring. He's not done. Emmett's not done. Going to make sure Owen's got no fight left. Brilliant by the champion. With a DDT. Emmett's won matches with that before. It's done. It's over. Oh, come on. No. Dead level. The cherry on top. Yeah, there ain't no way. There ain't no way, bro. This one's done. Oh, O'Rourke. Into the bin with you. Emmett Jones backing up his talk. And still, Owen's fighting, but he's got nothing left. Emmett forces the lid closed and is still the Intercontinental Champion. Well, for our very first ever dumpster match, I would say it was quite a spectacle. But Emmett Jones, say what you will about the man, he backs up his talk. And here's what did Owen in. This was the pivotal moment on the rocks. I believe this enough would have been enough for Emmett Jones to win the match, but he made sure with that death level that there was no escape for Big Ginger. Still, your Intercontinental Champion, Emmett Jones. Hell of a performance by O'Rourke, but Emmett just that bit more crafty. And in a match like this, I guess that's what you need. Well, before the action continues, my friends, up next, we are going to hear from the CMV champion himself, Remy Martin.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what.
Do you understand how ridiculous this is? I am the CMV World Champion, and I can't even defend my championship. Tommy Demise, what is wrong with you? Do you not like championships? The Anarchy Championship match, it was a fluke. We all know it was a fluke. I lost, I'll admit it, but you are still not better than me. And for you to go out of your way and say that you are the reason that I am holding the championship, are you kidding me? How about you show that then? How about you show that the only reason why I am champion is because you let me? Why haven't you stepped into the ring with me yet? Why did you call off our match at Octane? You know what? I know exactly why you didn't show up to work. It's because you're a pussy. And you know that when you're under the big lights for the big championship, when it's on the line, you just can't follow up. You may have won and kept your Anarchy Championship, but when it comes to my CMV World Championship, that's when you fumble under the pressure. Because what can I say? I'm better looking than you. I am a better wrestler than you. I am better on the mic than you. And guess what? Out of all of those, I am a better champion than you. But even bigger than that, Tommy, I am a better human than you. And you not coming to work. What are you getting paid for, Tommy? You show up to work to do nothing but sit in catering, holding on to your dear, beloved Anarchy Championship. But Tommy, if you really don't care about championships, if you really are not going to show up to work, then maybe the CMV management can step up and do their goddamn job and make you relinquish it. But do you want to know the truth, Tommy? I'm not a bad person. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't want anybody to have to give up a championship that they have worked for so long. But answer me this. How is it when I come to work, I put my dignity on the line and I lose, you retain, but then when I show up to work with my championship on the line, but you don't show up. You don't even have the courage to show your face. I mean, I don't blame you. Why would you? When you know you would lose. But at the end of the day, Tommy, we know exactly between us two who is better at this sport. And you're looking at him.
Well, my friends, strong words spoken from our CMV champion, Remy Martin, and I will say that I agree with a vast majority of what Remy Martin was just spitting about, although I will also say it appears to me that Tommy Demise's whole plan is kind of coming to fruition. He is obviously under Remy Martin's skin. This is what Demise wanted. Nonetheless, the action continues here in Nolens, and we've got some more championship gold on the line, my friends. On paper, this team of Lorenzo Alexander and Tobias Jones is one that you just instantly know is going to be breathtaking. We saw snippets of it this past Octane in that trios match for sure. But again, this was originally supposed to be Lorenzo Alexander and Blake Virtue taking on Ben Stacy and Peligro, but it was on this past Octane that Resurgence once again brutally attacked Blake Virtue, putting him on the shelf yet again. Like I said, hopefully this time not for as long. And so Tobias Jones, representing the Regulators, filling in for this Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Championship match. Last weekend in Mexico, that Stacy and Peligro captured the Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Championship, defeating El Ordinario and El Mago Jr. Now every single member of Resurgence has championship gold, but if it's up to Alexander and Jones tonight, that will change. Tobias Jones, a month he was on the shelf suffering from a minor concussion at the hands of Remy Martin. Since he's come back, I'd like to say he's been at 100%, but I've had the feeling that might not be the case. I feel like in a lot of areas, Tobias may have slowed down a bit. We've seen him struggling his last couple matches. If there's ever a time to put your best foot forward, though, it's here tonight. I know Tobias Jones knows that. I'm sure he's ready to go all out. We'll find out whether or not my concerns are valid by the end of this matchup. Two incredibly gifted athletes coming together, aligning, get payback for Blake Virtue, and maybe finally chip away at the armor of Resurgence, who have been seemingly invincible, man. I mean, coming into this new season, every single member of Resurgence now has championship gold. You're about to see for yourself. I don't need to say a damn thing. The visual speaks volumes. The Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Champions Ben Stacy and Peligro. Peligro also the Pro Wrestling Japan International Champion. Andrew Briggs, your Rite of Passage Champion. And of course, Ileana Summers and Cassidy Vice, the Women's Tag Team Champions. Looks like Andrew Briggs is rocking the other Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Championship. Is he in this match? I thought this was supposed to be Ben Stacy and Peligro. I guess they could freebird it. I wasn't told. I guess we'll find out once the bell rings. Maybe they just want to keep Alexander and Jones on their toes here. Of course, guys, Ileana, this won't be the last time we see her tonight. Later on, she challenges Thea for the Women's World Championship. Could be a massive night. Even more gold could be coming to Resurgence, as if they need it. Just look at that, man. Just take a second and truly drink it in. Resurgence 2.0 has not just surpassed the original Resurgence, stomped on it a couple of times, spit on it. Like Bob Luger, man, had their dog chew on it, lit it on fire. Luger's got himself an apple. I wasn't aware that cats liked apples very much. Oh, Peligro certainly likes championship gold. That's undisputed. That's what it's all about. Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Championship. It is going to be Ben Stacy and Peligro, okay? I guess Andrew Briggs is just holding on to the title. He was just keeping it warm so Peligro could have his international championship. What a nice guy. See, that's what friends do for each other. Going to come up next, going to be the CMV World Tag Team Championship on the line. Unlike Resurgence, Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon have no idea who they're going to be defending against. Again, we still got Ileana Summers Thea for the Women's World Championship to come, as well as our main event. Anarchy in the arena. It's already begun, technically. I got a report just a few minutes ago that apparently Police Squad, along with Ace Reeves and Paul Devine, they're not out in the parking lot anymore. I don't know where they've gone to now. But hopefully they'll be out here for our main event. But right now it's the Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Championship. Lorenzo Alexander and Ben Stacy get things started. This all really began at the top of the month when Peligro defeated Lorenzo Alexander to become the Pro Wrestling Japan International Champion, utilizing a hidden horseshoe in his boot. And Lorenzo's now joined the fight, teaming up with the Regulators and Blake Virtue to bring the fight to Resurgence. Quick tag to Tobias Jones. Tobias. Well, very shockingly, we've not had a single new champion crowned yet tonight. All champions so far have retained. And we had a triple threat match and a fatal four-way. Ooh, Poison Rana. Stacy now makes the tag to Peligro. Looks like only Andrew Briggs. Oh no, they're all there. I was going to think Ileana would head to the back to prepare for her match with Fiasco to come, but they got to show that moral support. That's what made... Oh! And Ben Stacy from the apron. This is illegal. Watch out for that 5 count. It now sets him up perfectly for Peligro to go up to Brett's rope. Oh! Speaking of Lucha Tings, what a DDT that was from Peligro, but a kick out by Tobias. A former Intercontinental Champion. Thrown off into the corner, he wanted that tag, but instead, obviously Resurgence going to have the advantage here in just about every single way, but especially their chemistry, far from the first time they've teamed together, whereas this is the first time ever that Lorenzo Alexander and Tobias Jones are teaming up on their own. They were in a trios match this past October. They had Blake Virtue to help them out. Not the case tonight. DDT! Champion's advantage is in effect, unlike what's been the case for most champions so far tonight. With all these stipulations, means that Tobias Jones and Lorenzo Alexander cannot win the gold by count out or DQ, only by pin or submission in the ring. Takes a cheap shot at Peligro, can't say this deliberate, but that allows Stacy to get him as he attempts to get back into the ring. Now Ben Stacy, big shots, count of 9, have until 20 to get back into the ring. Looks like Stacy's going to reset the count anyway, though. Peligro's still hurting. Stomp to the shoulder. This will certainly be a night to always remember for a lot of different reasons. That trial of Reese Matthews was, oh man, one of the more unique things to ever experience here in CMV. And some fantastic matchups so far. Every single match. Even that dumpster match was a banger. Stacy trying to make a tag. Oop. If that does it, dude, I wouldn't even be mad. Oh, but a kick out. Make mistakes like that, it could be very costly. Tobias is lucky he didn't knock himself out. And a tag to the fatal feline. Hopefully the ref checked his boots. No more hidden horseshoes. Off the ropes, drop down. Leapfrog, Tobias. With a Hurricane Rana, grabs the leg, gonna try to take it here, but Ben Stacy's in, looking to split to break that up. And Ben Stacy, not the legal man. He's gonna counter that Irish whip. Send Tobias into the corner. Giving Peligro the time he needs to get back to his feet. Now full steam ahead. Runs right into a boot, though. Tobias from Brett Rope with a gorgeous Bob Luger-esque wheel kick. Emmett Jones retained the Intercontinental Championship in our last match. Tobias can leave with some gold, man. 2/3 of the Jones siblings would have championship gold. That would be something. Double shoulder tackle. Lorenzo Alexander on what I believe is his Vegeta shit, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I don't watch that kind of programming. Corey in the house is my favorite anime. Big kick from Lorenzo Alexander. Ooh, and up to the top rope now. This kitty gonna fly. Lining up his shot. Gorgeous crossbody into the pin to retain. And it's a kick out at 1. Upset is Peligro. Resurgence. I feel like we can't even say they're trying to take over Octane anymore. They take it over. They've taken over. Especially if Ileana can leave as the Women's World Champion later on. I don't think it can be disputed. They have almost every single championship. Oh, look at this. Speaking of Ileana Summers and Cassidy Vice causing a commotion at ringside, recounting what happened to Blake Virtue this past Octane. And Lorenzo, ooh, watch out. He might go knock some heads there at ringside. He got to focus up, though. Springboard, clothesline, beautiful. This match a lot slower than I was expecting, considering the 4 men who are in it. Double tag, in comes Tobias Jones, in comes Ben Stacy as well. Stacy immediately a kick to the midsection. And the British curse to retain. 1, 2, but a kick out. Again, this was supposed to be Lorenzo Alexander and Blake Virtue. Tobias, is he truly at 100% is what I've been saying. Can Lorenzo really truly rely on him? DDT off the apron. Stacy handling business all by himself here. Tobias back up. Regulators have been struggling immensely with Resurgence since the start of this new season. They could have used the backup in Lorenzo Alexander, especially now with Virtue out again. Springboard misses the moonsault. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Tobias just making so many mistakes. He never used to do this. He used to be so clean, so crisp, everything he did, so fluid. So many mistakes he's already made in this match so far. There's a moonsault, he hits it. Lucha Leader Magico World Tag Team Championship on the line. Elbow to the gut there by Stacy with a Meteora. Lorenzo begging for the tag. Tobias in no shape though. He is able to counter that Irish whip. Oh, where's Ileana going? Ileana up on the apron. And is coming to the aid of her partner. Trying to distract Tobias. Might have worked there. Ben Stacy with a beautiful tiger bomb. Hunter Quinn will be proud. Tag and Peligro with a tag also made to Lorenzo Alexander, the Hollywood Highlight, looking for revenge. That horseshoe trick. Last month, big forearm. An Irish whip out of the apron. Tries for the punch, counter the forearm smash. Lorenzo back in. The living highlight reel is Lorenzo Alexander. Drop kick. Ooh! Right at the feet of Ileana, Cassidy, and Andrew Briggs. Well, Tobias keeping Peligro distracted with his... Peligro saying, fuck, you take this out, man. Not impressed with that jumping jack. The ref's watching, though, so the rest of the Resurgence can't actually try to put hands on Lorenzo here. He might get disqualified. Oh, no. Hey! Hey, now! What is going on? The ref saw all of that. Cassidy Vice has been ejected, but so too has Andrew Briggs. And Ileana. Ileana's too out of here. All of Resurgence have been ejected from ringside. Or not, Ileana. I think the ref has only ejected Cassidy Vice and Andrew Briggs. Ileana is being allowed to stay at ringside, but she better watch herself, says the ref. Oh no, the ref's down! This one's going off the rails, brother. This one is devolving very quickly. DDT. Thankful for the pin though with the official incapacitated. Where the hell's Ben Stacy? What? Why? Oh, Stacy. What the hell? How did he get there? How did Ben Stacy get in the corner? What is happening? Oh, a sandwich! A resurgent sandwich! Oh, Carlito feeling a little something poking into his back. But here comes Ileana to the rescue of Stacy and Pelligra while they're stacked up in the corner. Tobias doesn't know what's going on. He's just big chilling. He's trying to stay out of it. Pelligra wakes himself up. Stacy got to get the hell out of there. He's going to get disqualified. Lorenzo with a bulldog, very unique setup. And the tag to Tobias Jones. Oh, things get a bit more back to reality. Tobias! Daniel Rand changing his days, his mystery mask into the pin. It's a kick out at 2.5. That was close, though. That was very close. Tobias not done yet. Going to make a tag. Alexander perhaps going to go to the top rope with that corkscrew shooting star press. Yes, he is. No, with a Phoenix Splash. Senton! Into the pin. New champs. No. Another close one. No cigar. Tobias again going to try to take to the air with a slingshot. Oh. Misaligned, perhaps. Makes up for it with a single gut buster. We got a lot of botches in this match. Tag to Lorenzo Alexander. Rodrigo's hurting though. Oh, maybe Lorenzo going to bring out the corkscrew shooting star press. Yes! Peligo is in uber trouble. Alexander said, I'm not done with you, kitty cat. Time to get some revenge. For what happened a few weeks ago. Sunset strip into the pin. Uno, dos, no place. And Alexander cannot believe it, but this fatal feline has 9 lives. He ain't dead yet in the corner, not where he wants to be. Lorenzo gonna go balls off the wall. No Eddie balls. Shout out. 619, Tiger fake kick there, springboard. Clothesline. Pelligra trying to take a cheap shot at Tobias and pay for it. Now into the pin, new champs. 1, 2. Lorenzo hands on his head saying, ref, are you sure? That was place point 999999999. Elbow to the side of the head. And a stun! Set! Strip! For Blake Virtue! Uno! Dos! What? Lorenzo's not even shocked anymore. He's just pissed off. He says, fuck this, Tobias, you finish it. Tobias is on you now, brother. Standing shooting star press. I tell you what, tough as Pelligra is, he needs a tag, and now, if there's any chance for Resurgence to retain the titles here, another big move, it's got to do it, surely. Lorenzo tagged back in, and a springboard dropped into the chest, turns him inside out. Alexander's going up top, his second home. Oh no, Pelligra got out of the way. Shining Wizard slipped up though. Dragged off into the corner. Leaves him exposed. Alexander getting himself amped up like a bullet. Booyaka! Tiger fake kick. Pelligra knocked back. Jumps back into the ring. Does Alexander moving so fast? Pellico can't keep up. Snowbird kick. Lorenzo. From the top. Clothesline. The Hollywood Highlight has everyone here in this arena on their feet. Blink and you miss it, boy. Tag to Tobias. Pellico don't know what's hitting him, man. He don't know where he is. And Tobias from the top, knocking Ben Stacy off the apron. That lucha style arm drag. Tobias now. Oh, Ben Stacy pulls him off the apron. Come on, God damn it. Tobias though fights him back, gets rid of him, making sure he stays down too. Focus on Pellico. Tobias. The kid in his bag. Pellico to his feet. Rolled up. Super kick. But Lorenzo's there to break up the pin. Pellico can't make the tag. Stacy's still down. He's got to rely on himself. Super kick. Caught. Countered. Tobias. Off the ropes. Kicks him in the chest. Against the ropes now. Ben Stacy tweaking. And for good reason. Rolls him up. Super kick again. Pellico going into the corner. Gonna try again. Maybe, maybe not. What's this? Pellico with a kick. No, Tobias avoids it. Pellico almost tripping himself up. Now grab by the back of the head. Up against the ropes is where Jones wants him. Big T-Dog staring him down. Irish whip, no countered. Whoa! Whoa! Pellico's amazed! Rocking to the chest, knocks him back. Tobias is feeling it, baby, and so am I. So are these people here in Collins. But Pellico, point blank period, one of the best to ever do it. And his resiliency has been on full display in this match. But there's so much more that he can endure, man. It's not possible. Tobias staring him down. The fatal feline getting up them boots. Closes the distance. Backstabber. What? Tobias! Pellico cannot believe what he's seeing. And Tobias, sit up powerbomb. To the top. Bring it home. Into the pin. Uno, dos, tres. We have new. Wait a minute. Is this elimination? I didn't even realize. It's elimination. I completely forgot there was a stipulation. I was so caught up in the match itself. I fucking forgot it's elimination. And Stacy is still Lambo. And the kid coming in quick, trying to even things up. It's not over yet. Frog splash. 1, 2. I think even the competitors forgot that it was elimination. Well, Ben Stacy now has to put the team on his back like never before. Can he even things up? Kraken's clutch has Tobias in trouble. Middle of the ring, Tobias, no choice but to tap. It's down to one-on-one. For the Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Championship, Lorenzo. Sit out, facebuster. Bring it home, Zo. Stun, set, strip. 1, 2. That's right, Brett, in this match. Remember when I said this match wasn't going as fast as I thought it would? Now it needs to slow the fuck down, please, because I can't breathe. Yora by Ben Stacy. Pellico eliminated. Tobias Jones eliminated. Lorenzo on a springboard moonsault. He's going to try to hook the leg again. He can have it here. Lorenzo! Kicked out by Stacy. Ilyana's like in shock watching. I did not believe I forgot it was elimination. Like I got so caught up in the match, I completely forgot what the stipulation was. Stacy's been busted open, still an elbow there. As he goes behind on Lorenzo, elbow to the side of his head. Little tip for impact. And so, reverse DDT. Nothing overly technical about that. Finally, a moment to fucking catch my breath. And as Lorenzo looks to turn it right back up. Double knees to the face. Dragging Stacy out of that corner like he's a goddamn corpse. Before going up to the second rope. Walking along the middle rope. Ah! Elbow to the heart with some stank on it. Now to the corner. This is Vintage Zoe with that front flip DDT. Does he have it? Is it enough? 1, 2. Bruh. Lorenzo looking up at the ref, eyes wide, but he stays focused on the springboard moonsault. Ben Stacy getting slaughtered. No sergeant. Stun sex strip. Says sit down, son. 1, 2. And alhamdulillah, Lorenzo Alexander cannot allow himself to get caught up in the shock. Tries to hook the arms. I mean, a pile driver, but Stacy counters it. And the kid saying, you ain't got me beat just yet, buddy. What a combo snap there. An elbow to the top of the head. Stacy now going to the top. Could be that frog splash again. Or maybe not. What's Stacy cooking? From the top. Cross body, but Lorenzo gives him the sidestep of doom. And now Big Zoe from the apron. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? 1, 2. What? What did I just see? What did I just see him do? What was that? And how did it not put that Stacy down? Stacy elbows to the gut. No, Stacy's got the arm hook. Lorenzo counters. Stun. Set. Strip. 1, 2, 3. Alhamdulillah. Finally, it is over. And we have new Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Champions. Oh, I must die now. I need a replay. What the fuck was this? I need to see this again. What do you even call that? Lorenzo Alexander and Tobias Jones, your new Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Champions. What a fucking match. Craziest match I have ever seen. Unreal.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the mood. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. On the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. Yeah, used to wear the cheap stuff, now it's all designer. Bling. Got him wrapped around my little finger. He let the way I pop it like a can of fizz. Told him if he want this, better know the business. I'm not his wifey, I'm his fantasy. Living life in first class, can't you see? Look at me, said my attitude is kinda spicy. I told him that's the price, boy, ain't it pricey? It is. Stepping out the truck with the pink lip gloss. So them girls how to play like a real big boss. He tryna lock it down, but I love my space. Leaving lipstick marks on his regular plates. Pink neon lights, so we glow in the dark. Got the motor running, boy, I'm starting to spark. They can try to clone, but I'm one of one. We just out here chilling, having double the fun. I'm a premium flavor, you can't get on tap. Put my name in the center, a Hollywood map. Got the baseline bouncing like a trampoline. Pure sugar rush, if you know what I mean. Sweet and sour every single hour, yeah. Got the sweetness, but I hold the power, yeah. You wanna sip, better get in line. Cherry flavor looking so divine. 1, 2, 3, let's bring it back.
My friends, once again, we are here live at Wildcard. This is live and in color backstage right now, much like we saw with Police Squad and Ace Reeves and Paul Devine earlier out in the parking lot. Now apparently Derek DeMauro and the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews have brought their fight to the backstage area. They're beating the hell out of each other. What is going on? This is supposed to be our main event, Anarchy in the Arena, but it seems like nobody's gonna make it to the main event by the time we get there. Schmidty's Department of Justice and Team Mike Magnum Maxwell, revenge from Chris Andrews. We still don't know where Police Squad, along with Ace Reeves and Paul Devine, have gone off to. All I know is that the show must go on, and we'll have to find out who's gonna show up to our main event.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. At the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda.
I'm just trying to catch my breath here, guys. Don't mind me. I'm doing my absolute best to ensure that I have any sort of voice to continue commentating the remainder of the action we have. This, our tertiary main event, and the World Tag Team Championship is about to be on the line, guys. Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon had no idea who they would be defending the World Tag Team titles against tonight. Well, now they know who one of the challengers will be. One of the wild cards, the Psycho Killer, Hunter Quinn. But who will his partner be? This is a very decorated tag team competitor, multi-time tag team champion. Is Hunter Quinn, but who will the fates decide his tag team partner to be is the question. Now keep this in mind, he has no idea either who his partner is going to be here for this match. But much like it was Eddie Balls chosen by the wrestling gods to face Tommy Demise for the Anarchy Championship, much like it was Perry Heaton plucked to be a part of that Fatal 4-Way Global Championship match, Hunter Quinn as well, and whomever his partner will be to challenge Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon for the World Tag Team Championship in our tertiary main event. Still to come, Ileana Summers-Thea for the Women's World Championship. Ileana going to try to pick things up for Ben Stacy and Peligro dropping the ball there in that last match. Their WWE logos on the turnbuckle. I digress. As well as our main event. Well, guys, are we still going to get that main event at this point. It's been essentially, it started near the beginning of the show. It's just been perpetually ongoing, but who's going to make it, I guess I should say, more so, to the main event, Anarchy in the Arena match. But, guys, what has happened to the arena? Why are the mats blue? What is going on? Okay. What is happening? Brother, I feel like things are breaking down here. Ain't no way. Big Tex, what's going on with the apron? What is happening? Somebody save me. I can't even react to Big Texas being Hunter Quinn's tag team partner because something's happened in the arena. Houston, we've got a problem. Something is wrong. And the least of it is Hunter Quinn. I'm just looking over at him right now. He is livid. Hunter Quinn is livid. Big Texas is Hunter Quinn's tag team partner. I'm dead serious right now. I don't know what is happening. Why has the arena just suddenly been bombed? Why are the mats blue? Why are there WWE logos on that turnbuckle all of a sudden? Something is not right. Something is amiss. But I guess the show must go on. And guys, the team of Hunter Quinn and Big Texas, with Little Texas, are your challengers for the World Tag Team Championship. I guess this makes sense. Two oddball pairings fighting for the gold here. Two teams where the teammates do not like each other. Carlos Corbin and Joey Bacon have obviously been perpetual rivals for over 10 years at this point. They managed to put their bad blood aside to become, well, not only the winners of the 9th annual Men's Tag Team Cup, but the new World Tag Team Champions. So if they can do it, I'm sure Big Texas and Hunter Quinn, for only if just one night, can take their beef and put it on the back burner to try and become champs. I'm really hoping things reset once the actual match begins. The fucking ring apron got some PS1 graphics going on, brother. Never seen anything like this before. Well, I'm sure that there's a great many, but I've never seen anything like Joey Bacon before. 7 foot tall, 600 plus pounds. Big ham Joey Bacon, who is nice enough to lend us his trash earlier for that dumpster match between Owen O'Rourke and Emmett Jones. What a nice guy, Joey Bacon. A lot of people call him a brute, an animal, a beast, but nice enough to give us his. He wanted it back. Don't get me wrong. There was some leftover, I think a half-eaten turkey leg. So a leftover sandwich was in there. He wanted all that back. Owen O'Rourke along with it. He might have made a deal with Owen O'Rourke by now. We don't know. Oh yeah, it looks like this is indeed the arena we are competing in. I tell you. I don't know what happened. What happened between the last match and now? I don't know. I still don't know what's happening. I think that should be the tagline for this event. What is happening? Early since the show started with some technical issues up until this point, that we should just rename Wildcard. What's happening? What's going on? Be more apropos at this point, but the World Tag Team Championship on the line, guys. Carlos, elbow to the side of the head there. I think you can safely say this is the oddest tag team match in maybe CMV history. Two teams that absolutely despise one another. And just as Carlos Corbin and Joey Bacon have managed, I wouldn't even say they're in the same page. They're at least in the same book now. You can say that way. They're in the same book. Hunter Quinn, like I said, one of the more decorated tag competitors in CMV history, makes the tag to Big Texas. Since the start of this new season, Big Tex has been doing all he can to avoid having a match with Hunter Quinn. That includes substituting himself with Little Texas there at ringside a few weeks back. Hunter Quinn defeating Little Texas. Both these guys are also part of the Rite of Passage Championship match. Tag made to Joey Bacon. A punch to the gut. Might have to be the rest of the show an exhibition of this. I don't know if the arena is completely fucked now. I don't know what happened. Dirty straight. Oh my God. Imagine being in this predicament. Big Tex is able to kick out. You know, I'm pretty sure Big Texas has wrestled bulls bigger than Joey Bacon, so this ain't nothing new to him. Not really. I heard that once Big Texas was able to defeat a black bear in a wrestling match, apparently. Oh, what's Little Texas doing? He's not a part of the match. He's saying a trios match. He got to get back out of the ring. A little bit worried about his boy, I guess. Oh, elbow to the side of the head. And now an Irish Whip. Well, none of the wild cards so far have won their matches. Eddie Balls, of course, lost to Tommy DeMize. Well, technically it was a draw. Perry Hayden did not win the Fatal 4-Way match, so Hunter Quinn and Big Texas working together pretty nicely also, I will say. Ooh. Shots down to the hamstring before a hook in the leg. And a kick out at 1. Coming up next, my friends, Ileana Summers challenges Thea for the Women's World Championship. Our main event, Schmidty's Department of Justice takes on Team Mike Magnum Maxwell. At this point, though, it might just be a rematch between Schmidty and Mike Magnum Maxwell. Here's Little Texas again getting in the ring. Look at that. That apron is hurting my eyes. Somebody just came out here and vandalized the arena in the last match of this one. Double leg takedown by the former pro boxer. Right into the corner to make a tag to Joey Bacon. Big Texas avoids that, though. As if it were the Black Plague itself. Goes behind. Headbutt and a hack suplex. Great combo by Corbo. Little Texas arguing with these fans here at Nolans. Doesn't seem like they're necessarily too much behind Big Texas. He had a draw here, brother. Ooh. Punch right between the eyes. He should be, though. I heard that Big Texas is 1/3 and a quarter French. Or he at least had a back that once. Double back body drop by the champions, who are working maybe the best they ever have in this match so far. Together. Oh, and a wet willy. Texas trying to get the hell out of here. He's far from the corner, though. Ain't no hope of that right now. Stomp to the midsection. It's not where you want to be when you got Joey Bacon coming at you. Avoids getting his skull caved in. Great combo work, but still too big. Is Joey Bacon pouncing on Texas and having himself a little mid-match snack. Tearing some chunks out of Big Texas here. This guy's pretty good. Hunter Quinn realizing Texas is in trouble. He might hate his guts, but he's his partner tonight. I mean, Hunter Quinn's team with people he hates before plenty of time. This ain't nothing new. Oh, look at that. Oh, watch it, baby. Elbow stamp. Manages to get Bacon off his feet finally. Goes for the pin, little delayed reaction. Well, Corvo's going to be right there. Dirty pin, too. But Corvo's there to break it up. Texas. Oh, God. Talk about some rope burn across the face. Irish whip. Bacon hangs on. Oh, how about a match between Little Texas and Joey Bacon? That would be. We'd have to make sure the ring is doubly, triply reinforced if that would ever happen. In the corner. Oh my God. Well, I hope the ring's reinforced here. Thank the Lord Bacon counted that. I don't know what Big Texas is trying to cook. Don't let him cook. Please do not let Big Texas cook. And right where he wants him, the biggest bum in all of CMV. Insult to injury. Big Texas might have just been put to sleep with that noxious gas, but Hunter Quinn reluctant to break up the pin. Another pin attempt by Bacon, though. Dirty pin. Come on, you need that added leverage. Come on, Bacon. Let's get real here. In the corner. We talked about over these last couple weeks the past wild card events where the likes of Luke Swanson and Kevin Silva were a wild card pairing. They defeated Imaginary Friends to become World Tag Team Champions. And there's also a plethora of, outside of wild card, people who hated each other who became champions. Again, case in point, the current champs, Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon, have hated each other for over 10 years. Here comes Hunter Quinn. Look at the power of the Psycho Killer, Psycho Driller to Joey Bacon, but a kick out at 2. Now I got hiccups. What else can go on? I've been sipping the bourbon a little too much. When at Nollins. Good Lord. Joey Bacon out on the apron. Again, trying to hang on as best he can. Irish whip into the corner. Tags made to Big Texas. I am shocked by how well these two have been working together, genuinely. Double back elbow. Hunter's been going off the ropes for a senton while Texas hits the leg drop. Trying to make that tag to Carlos Corvo, and does. Big Texas ready for him. Well, right after the former pro boxer. Throws him out onto the apron, and a drop kick to knock him down to the floor. I can't get over this. Like, what happened for the mats to change to blue? For the apron to change and be of PlayStation 1 quality? How did that happen? Literally, what happened? How is this game that naked? How is it possible? I digress for now. Back suplex on the floor. Champion's advantage is in effect, guys. The Big Tex and Hunter Quinn, they can only win the gold by pin or submission. That's in the ring, not by countout, not by disqualification. Now for the count to 20. Corvo going to get Big Texas back into the ring right now. Going to try to pin him to retain. In comes Hunter Quinn, though. Easy peasy to break that up. Drop kick attempted. Big Texas, I heard, holds the record for the highest drop kick of all time. Suit slam by Corvo, obviously not impressed though as he tags Joey Bacon back in now. Bacon, look at the fans get up on their feet. They know it's time to eat. Oh, Joey Bacon gonna pop his top. 600 pounds. Oh, what? Did he kick out or did Bacon let that pin go? I think Bacon stopped the pin. I did not see Texas get his shoulder up. Perhaps Bacon wanted to eat a little bit more. He wasn't full just yet. Bacon ever get full though. Texas trying to make him eat that top turnbuckle. Kick to the gut. I don't know. Look. Oh. I don't know if you guys are able to see the lower back of Big Texas. Has like a deep root. Ooh, man, his whole back. And again, this is the absolute worst spot you want to be in when you've got Joey. Oh, nice escape by Texas. He said, not again, my friend. He said, no, thank you. Backbreaker as Texas now trying to win his first ever championship here in CMV. Who would have thought it'd be alongside Hunter Quinn? Kick to the midsection. Quinn trying to help out. While Little Texas continues to argue with these Nollins fans in the front row. Texas again bouncing Bacon's head off that top turnbuckle like it's a basketball, the world's biggest basketball. And again, oh, he's squeezing Texas's head, guys. trying to pop it like a goddamn balloon here. Oh, Texas is out. And now the tag made to Carlos Corvo. Oh, if Texas wasn't knocked out already. KO! To retain. I think you can count to 1,000. Still, the World Tag Team Champions, Carlos Corvo and Joey Bacon. It's very rare I feel bad for Big Texas, but I think this is an occasion where I must. And Hunter Quinn, even though he lost this match, I can see him over there cracking a little bit of a grin. He liked seeing that. He might not have been able to become a champion again here tonight, but he got some satisfaction out of this. And here's what did I think they probably could have just pinned Big Texas after the cranium crush, but the KO punch certainly made sure that it was over. And still, oh, come on, guys, you retained the title, so we have to do this. Yeah, there we go. Bacon, bring it in. We're in Nolans. We're partying. It's been an interesting night. You're still the champs, yeah. You love to see it. Oh, every time. Can these guys get 5 minutes? 5 minutes where they're not trying to tear each other apart. Yeah, a little bit too late, I think, for that, Corvo. Oh, that's sure to help. I'm sure that'll help the situation. Oh, God. I think the only thing worse you could do is try to take Bacon's food. Might want to run, Carlos.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. He think I'm sweet like the candy shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the moody. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. Pop the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. Yeah, used to wear the cheap stuff, now it's all designer. Got him wrapped around my little finger. He let the way I pop it like a can of fizz. Told him if he want this, better know the business. I'm not his wifey, I'm his fantasy. Living life in first class, can't you see? Look at me, said my attitude is kinda spicy. I told him that's the price, boy, ain't it pricey? It is. Stepping out the truck with the pink lip gloss. So them girls how to play like a real big boss. He tryna lock it down, but I love my space. Leaving lipstick marks on his regular plate. Pink neon lights, yeah, we glow in the dark. Got the motor running, boy, I'm starting to spark. They can try to clone, but I'm one of one. We just out here chilling, having double the fun. I'm a premium flavor, you can't get on tap. Put my name in the center of Hollywood map. Got the baseline bouncing like a trampoline. Pure sugar rush, if you know what I mean. Sweet and sour every single hour, yeah. Got the sweetness, but I hold the power, yeah. You wanna sip, better get in line. Cherry flavor looking so divine. 1, 2, 3, let's bring it back. Let's drink it up. Pop it fast. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me his lifesaver, do myself a favor. Let's bring it back. Cherry soda, take it up now, let's go. Cherry soda, take it up now, let's go. Cherry soda, take it up now, let's go. Do myself a favor. Do myself a favor.
yourself a favor.
Well, my friends, for what has been an interesting night, it's time for our co-main event, and I can only hope that things might somewhat get a bit more tame from here on out, but I wouldn't hold our breaths considering we still got our main event, Anarchy in the Arena, to go. But for now, my friends, it is indeed time for our Women's World Championship match. And Thea will defend her Women's World Championship for the very first time since winning it, of course, back in Paris in front of her friends, her family at Climb to Fame. And defend it she will against the winner of that Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match a couple weeks ago on Octane, where Thea was, of course, the special guest referee, Ileana Summers. And considering the fact that earlier tonight we, of course, saw Ben Stacy and Peligro of Resurgence lose the Lucha Libre Magica World Tag Team Championship, a rare, you might say, chink in the armor of Resurgence might be exactly what Thea needs. Because Ileana Summers, of course, was ringside for that match. Might it have hampered Ileana Summers' momentum in any sort of way? That could only be a benefit for the fiery Frenchwoman here, guys. We know is anxious to make her first defense of the Women's World Championship. Not looking to continue the curse of that championship. The last couple of champions not able to make it past their first defense as champion. Will indeed that continue as we wait for Ileana Summers to make her way out here? Oh no. What the? Well, that's Ileana. It looks like she's been laid out in the parking garage. I saw someone walking away there. Who the hell was that, though? Thea looks just as perplexed as I might be. Vanessa Morgan? Well, obviously a long history between these two, but did Vanessa just take out Ileana? Ileana's supposed to be coming out here for a Women's World Championship match. Don't look like she's going to be making out. No. No, don't tell me. Is it? Yes! Yes! Be still my beating heart! She's back! Alice Blake is here! Oh my God! God be praised! Alhamdulillah! What a blessing! Alice Blake has returned! Oh, we've all been, obviously every single one of us have been in despair since Alice Blake lost the Women's World Championship toward the end of last season, went on a much-deserved vacation. Don't get me wrong, but how great is it to see Alice Blake back in CMV? Obviously not great if you're Ileana Summers, or if you're Thea, who can't believe what she's seeing either. Oh, drink it in. These fans here in Nolans, what a treat. What a treat. They're a part of a historic moment. The return of the greatest Women's World Champion of all time. No disrespect to Thea, who should count herself among the blessed to have Alice Blake coming out here right now. But I don't know what's going on. Are we going to have ourselves a match? I mean, Alice doesn't look dressed to compete. Oh, Alice offering a handshake. Oh, but it was a trap. Alice Blake, jet stream to the fiery French woman. Alice Blake is back to retake her throne. The greatest Women's World Champion in CMV history, with a statement made here tonight at the expense of the fiery French woman.
Yeah, you know the vibe. Bubble pop, let's go. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Cha-ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He party shop, but I can make the whole party stop. Got these new heels, click clack on the floor. He texting me, always asking for more. I'm in LA, sipping on the best, put his credit card to the test. He said I move like a superstar. I'm like, yeah, boy, you know who we are. We them girls. Ice in my cup, see the diamonds on freeze. I don't ask for much, but I get what I please. 2,000 for the bag, just to match the mood. Say I'm pretty, but I got an attitude. At the top, watch the bubbles rise up. Fill it up, never draining my cup. If you wanna ride, better change your lane, cause we driving fast and we making it rain. Cherry soda, cherry soda. Yeah, make him spend his whole quota. Ching, yeah, I got that sweet flavor. He call me lifesaver, do myself a favor. Yeah, used to wear the cheap stuff, now it's all designer. Got him wrapped around my little finger. He let the way I pop it like a can of fizz. Told him if he want this, better know the business. I'm not his wifey, I'm his fantasy.
CMV, bringing reality to the digital world,
Oh,
baby.
yeah. And also, you could do like this. Like it's a cock.
Well, my friends, I can barely breathe. My heart is beating a million miles a minute right now. We could end the show right now, and I think it would go down as perhaps one of the greatest shows in CMV history after what we just saw. God is good, ladies and gentlemen. Alice Blake is back in CMV. Bad news, apparently, for the Women's World Champion Thea, and unfortunate that we're not getting that Women's World Championship match between Ileana Summers and Thea. Obviously, both of them knocked out right now, unable to compete. I'm sure that match will be rescheduled, but we do have our main event here in New Orleans, Louisiana, wild card. And as you can see, guys, only Schmidty making his way out here, as I predicted, judging by what's been going on throughout the show tonight, with Police Squad fighting Ace Reeves and Paul Devine out in the parking lot. Then we saw Derek DeMauro and Chris Andrews battling backstage. This might end up being just a one-on-one match, because are any of them going to be in any condition to come out here and partake in this anarchy in the arena match? There's already been plenty of anarchy in said arena. But if it is just to be Schmidty and Mike Magnum Maxwell duking it out once again, then so be it. Mike's opportunity, one way or the other, to do what he came so close to doing back in Paris at Climb to Fame, and that is defeating the Hall of Famer Schmidty. What a match it was, guys. I truly think if you didn't watch it, you should take the time to go back and check it out. Phenomenal match. Really a coming out match for Mike Magnum Maxwell, even though he didn't win, proving that he can hang with someone as elite as Schmidty. But obviously Mike wasn't so intent on letting things be. He said he was going to find himself a team to take on Schmidty and his Department of Justice. Well, his original team obviously was taken out by Police Squad and Derek DeMauro, hashtag Roadwives. But boy, oh boy, did Mike find himself some more backup in the form of two Hall of Famers and one of the absolute greatest of all time, former global champion Ace Reeves, who along with Chris Andrews and Paul Devine sacrificed themselves earlier to give Mike this chance. So here we go. Schmidty, Mike Magnum Maxwell, and it's anything goes here, guys. No countouts, no disqualifications. First man to win by a pin or submission gets the victory. And again, we might see the other participants show up. This is still technically anarchy in the arena. Will they be able to? Is all the question is. On a night where I still can't believe I'm saying this, shockingly, every single champion has retained. You really think wild card in past years has been the night where almost like every title has changed hands, just because the champions, they don't know who they're defending against, they don't know what the stipulations of the matches are going to be, so it catches them off guard. They're not prepared enough, they end up coming up short. But it's like the complete opposite of what I was expecting tonight. Every champion retained, Well, obviously, Thea didn't defend at all, but well, she's still champion, so it counts. Hope she's okay, by the way. I got so caught up in the return of Alice Blake. That jet stream, oh my God. Magnum Maxwell's got a sack! But Schmidty not gonna let him show us what's in that sack just yet. Elevated flatliner. I can take a guess at what might be in that burlap sack. Schmidty trying to at last rid himself of this persistent thorn in the side, known as Magnum Maxwell. This all started at the top of the new season, Mike calling Schmidty out for a match. Again, Mike wanted to prove himself to be on the upper echelon, to be worthy of being considered World Championship material. He wanted to do that by beating someone like Schmidty, but Schmidty ghosted him in that matchup. And ever since, Mike has really been tugging at his pant leg, unwilling to let go. Persistent. Pinfall attempt, and his falls cut anywhere. Match could end at any time in any part of the arena. We could go out into the parking lot. We could go backstage. Oh, the door! Exploder suplex. The door just exploded itself. And now Mike's got the sack again. Oh yeah, thumbtacks! Hundreds of thumbtacks dumped in the middle of the ring by Magnum Maxwell. Nice Schmidty though with forearms to the chest. Shards of door all over the place now. That would be a nice souvenir to take home for someone there in the front row. I'd try to grab myself a piece. Well, Schmitty's trying to recuperate. He might have some splinters in his back. Nobody to help him out, though. Gorgeous drop kick by Maxwell, former Anarchy champion, who believes that by defeating Schmitty here, he will get the opportunity to prove himself in the main event scene. Maybe a shot at the World Championship. I would heavily consider, since Tommy Mize doesn't want that shot at Ernie Martin, whoever wins this match surely would have a good argument, if nothing else, to be next in line to challenge Remy Martin for the CMV Championship. And that's something that Mike certainly well knows. Got a hold of that arm. As Magnum Maxwell firmly in control right now, but with Schmitty, he's not somebody you can ever count out. And I believe that's something that Maxwell is well aware of after that clash in Patty France, that climb to fame. Corkscrew neck breaker on the floor. With it being falls to anywhere, Mike could go for the pin if he wanted to, but oh no! As Mike hits the cave-in, here comes Derek DeMauro! It looks like DeMauro has managed to ditch the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews, and now Schmitty's right-hand man coming to the aid of the Hall of Famer. Maxwell's outnumbered. And this is exactly what Schmitty wanted to make sure would happen here tonight. When Police Squad and Derek DeMauro took out Road Wife a couple weeks ago, never in his wildest dreams did Schmitty think Maxwell would recruit the Avengers of CMV, and a spear from DeMauro. Schmitty goes for the pivot. It's a kick out. I mean, some of Schmitty's absolute biggest rivals in Ace Reeves, the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews, and Paul Devine. But they're not able to come out here. Maxwell's on his own. Can he overcome? Well, it is 2-on-1. The Music Man's going to keep on playing tomorrow's theme, I guess. It is a bop. And they are just ganging up on Magnum Maxwell. They are beating the hell out of him, but this young kid is standing his ground. Whether you believe that's smart or not, I might agree it isn't. For the future of this kid's career, I think it's a very bright one here in CMV, but he's so intent on proving himself against Schmitty, he's willing to potentially seriously injure himself. Maxwell, every time he starts to get the upper hand against Schmitty, Derek DeMauro is right there to snatch it back from him. Schmitty's saying, let me handle it. Saying, back off, I got this. Tomorrow. Oh, God. Huge side slam on the floor. This is honestly getting a... Oh! Oh! It's Ace Reeves! Reeves is here! Ace Reeves is here! The gravity manipulator coming to the aid of Maxwell, evening things up. I'm going to take out Tomorrow with a huge tornado kick. Mike Magnum Maxwell not left hanging. Help is here. And it was Schmidty and Ace Reeves who battled for the Global Championship and the main event of Ascendance 8. Old rivals reignited as that bad blood here tonight. Schmidty, though, goes for old school Schmidty. Ace Reeves breaks it up, though. Gives Maxwell the opening he needs. And a kick to the chest. Reeves with a senton. Tomorrow is back up. As Maxwell tries to rip off Schmidty's arm here. Again, no countouts, no disqualifications. Anything goes. Falls count anywhere. Another corkscrew neck breaker. This time Maxwell goes right for the pin. Referee is scrambling. Tomorrow able to break it up. And now the massive Tomorrow acting as Schmidty's jury. Hoisting up Reeves. Over a year he's been out of CMV, returning to assist Maxwell against the Game Changer. Schmidty back up now. They're going to be a cave-in! Into the pin, but here comes Police Squad! Will they be fast enough? Kick out by Schmidty. It's John Smith, the Police Squad. And now again, Schmidty's Department of Justice is going to have the advantage. Maxwell, another door. Where are all these doors coming from? Oh, no. Sit out Pablo on the floor. Ace Reeves trying to help the best he can, but it's 3-on-2 now. The door is just flying all over. Schmidty into the pin. 1, 2. Kick out by Maxwell. But Schmidty, well, Derek Tomorrow keeps Ace Reeves busy. Oh, school, Schmidty! Into the pin, Reeves can't help. Maxwell's on his own. And Schmidty picks up the win. Unbelievable chaos personified, which is what one can expect in a match like this. It's a shame because when it was one-on-one, it looked to me like Maxwell was dominating Schmidty, but once Derek Tomorrow came out, that changed. That changed drastically. And here again, Ace Reeves, who was the only one left standing, the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews. Well, here comes Bill Jones now to join the celebration. Chris Andrews and Paul DeBauer are trying to keep the rest busy backstage, as we saw earlier in the parking lot, backstage on the rafters. This was truly anarchy in the arena when all is said and done, despite Mike's best efforts. Assembling the Avengers of CMV still was not enough to get one over the Game Changer. And now Schmidty sets his sights on becoming CMV champion once again. But for an insane night, my friends, one that won't be soon forgotten in any way, shape, or form, not necessarily for the best reasons overall, but it'll be a night to remember. And until I see y'all next time we kick off the road to Ascendance 14, Absolution just around the corner. Queen and King of the Hill matches. Of course, that Absolution qualifiers begin. Even Ralph's getting in on the celebration here. He's a member of the Department of Justice. He's their attack dog. But until next time, my friends, I will see ya when I see ya. Whew.
set your place on fire. Let's get high. Set your place on fire. Let's get high. Set your place on fire. Let's get high.